Ah, it's working. Is everything here? I think we're alive. Hello! Do not be alarmed, the screen you are witnessing is meant to be a blank cave-like canvas. Hello, everybody! So glad that you could join me on this auspicious 1.0 debut adventure. Hello, Twerp. Hello, yeah, so nice to see you both here. So nice to see everybody back. So nice to be back. So nice to finally be able to return to streaming. With a beautiful full-body form that I shall waste no time in revealing. Usually they have like this big build-up where they yap for like 12 hours. And then they do the model, but unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on your circumstances, my old model was such a lovely thing. Basically, the way it worked is it had no bones. Ironically, being a ram skull, it actually had absolutely no bones. So the only way I could actually make it move on the x-axis, as you recall, is by having my body stiffness be 0. So the reality is whenever my skull moved, that was the entire body moving. I just didn't have a body and was invisible. So because of that, it was a bit finicky, and now that I've altered the settings and altered the deal, I don't want to go back and alter it further, so we're starting right off with the new model. So, oh yeah, music. I should have music again. Yeah. I sort of had it during the intro. Also, speaking of intros, that beautiful intro that I did took me a week, and I was in the Blender mines for so long. But I feel like it honestly worked out quite well. I'm very happy about it. Like, I always envisioned and dreamed of having a full body and then having a cool, edgy trailer to come with it. And I always kept imagining it in my head and like kept building on scenes and always gonna have this epic music and all that. And honestly, it turned out quite like, not perfectly to my specifications and imagination, but it turned out quite well considering I only managed to make it in a week. Like, it was all the time, like, wake up, work on it, go to bed, the computer still was still on to render the blender, to render all of the images, because every single frame was rendered in glorious 1080p, and it, like, every frame took like 30 seconds, so an entire scene that was like 100 or 200 frames took like 4 hours. It was a trip and it was an adventure, and I didn't think I'd have time to actually complete it, but I managed to do it, and it's out now, and it's beautiful, and I love it. That's why I called it apotheosis, because I feel like I peaked. Oh, can I just show it again, because I love it that much. Oh, how it cuts out in the end. I don't even know if it cuts out, but it seems like it cuts out. Anyway, it was a childhood dream of mine back in the day when I was originally introduced to the internet in Bionicle. It was through a Bionicle anime music video, or Bionicle AMV, that had Linkin Park's In the End. And that's how I got introduced to Linkin Park, and that's when I started my edgy phase. Unfortunately, my edgy phase started around the age of 8, and it never stopped from there. But anyway, I've always dreamed of having my own sick AMV, and now I finally have the opportunity to fulfill that childhood dream of mine. Just like I fulfilled the childhood dream of having purchased a lot of Bionicle parts and assembling my own custom creations, and now I have a full shelf of them. It's yet another childhood dream fulfilled, and now my heart is completely full, now that I have my sick AMV trailer. It was only 50 seconds, but it is eternal in my heart. But anyway, enough yapparoonie, let's get on to the model. I forgot to turn on the music again, haha. This is why I have the scuff tag. I justify it with every breath I take. Alright, let's get on to the model, and we will talk about the name change after that. Because that is a big thing. I am starting fresh again. Right, let's see here. What do we got? Come here, Mr. Model. There you are. Look at the beautiful leg. Whoop. There's some red. Oh, yeah, that's because of the shadows. Don't mind that. That's just more preliminary stuff. But yes. Oh, yeah, I can zoom in. Feet. Gaze upon the feeted leggeds. Just basically meant to be a bunch of boots with metal bits strapped onto them. Nothing too audacious or incredible or insane there. Unfortunately, I can't change the lighting because that would require opening up the menu, so you're going to have to deal with it being like this. But yes, feet. There they are. I have revealed unto you my beautiful leggings. Now we shall proceed. There's honestly not much to say. Like, I started making this model from complete scratch with these legs. These were the first things I made over 2-3 months ago at this point. I've been working on this model for so long. It has been insane. But yes, I start off with these. They were also the first things I textured because I guess I just start from the bottom and work my way upwards. Even though the head design was something that I was chewing a lot over the course of the production of the model. It was... the model inception and the concept art kind of started with it. Oh yeah, I can show you that again later, but I don't really have any comments on the legs other than I was inspired by Knights of Yore, and I wanted to make decently armored but seemingly functional leather boots that had metal bits on them, and that's what I managed to come up with. And then afterwards you have the... I don't know what the words for these are because I haven't brushed up on my knight anatomy. Let's see here. Knight armor. Greaves. Oh yeah, I originally wanted to make sabatons or sabatons. I forgot what the pronunciation was. But then I just stuck with this, with the metal soul and the metal. Yes, the metal. And then you have the, what are the greaves, I guess? Or just two metal bits stuck together with a bunch of leather straps. Nothing much to consider there. And then you have the knee pads, which are... basically, I wanted to start introducing the theme of there being a combination of hard metal and glorious copper. And I struggled a lot with the color scheme. He was originally a lot... the model was originally a lot brighter. Then the copper was a lot more pronounced, and then it became a lot more dulled, and I originally and eventually decided on this color scheme. Because this felt like it was supposed to be... what's the word I'm looking for? Used up. I'm forgetting my words again. But it's armor that stood the test of time and has been studded, I guess. Just very used up. It's not brand new. It's not minty fresh. It's not shiny. Not only because I wanted to have like a gruff, dark fantasy, Dark Souls-esque type armor, but I also didn't... Not that I didn't know, but I didn't have time to do proper reflections and metal texturing and all that, so I decided to keep it a little bit more simple and a lot less shiny due to technical limitation and also theme limitations. Then the pants. Beautiful pants which are inspired directly by the pants of the Warden from For Honor. I really enjoyed the way the pants are basically just two sheets of cloth that are stitched together at the sides. Which makes it a very nice way to make a seam for the model itself. It's both in the in reality and on a technical basis. And then we move on to the beautiful Gambeson beginning. This thing took the most amount of time because every single one of these stitches and sashes and textures and all that were done by hand manually. And then every single one of the rivets studs. Every single one of the studs were then made individually, and then I had to figure out how to compress them all and make it so that they can move alongside the model, because I had a lot of... during the production of this, I had a lot of rigging issues with these studs because they were technically a separate part of the model. So they went around all willy-nilly and wild and such. But ultimately, I managed to figure it out, and these are the final things. And I made them copper to fit with the copper theming of the other thing, which I think turned out quite well. It's quite sharp. It reminds me of the Conqueror from For Honor, who has a bunch of studs on some of his armor pieces. I have a lot of inspirations drawn from For Honor, in case you didn't figure that out. Yes, hands. So, when I was making this model, I was making it from bottom to top. And then when I got to the armpits and the hands, I realized that this is very difficult, and I have no idea how to make armpits. So I looked online for some models to study, to figure out how they did topology and polygons on the model. And I found this incredible, beautiful base model. It was just a low poly man, and I felt like this is exactly what I need. This is perfect, and I felt really bad because I just wanted to take the time to make it myself. I could say that this is my own original doing 100%, but I felt like I'd be wasting time because what I'd be doing is the exact same thing that has already been made. So I just decided to take the model and just kit bash, jury rig it together with my original blend that I was making. So I have them in the credits now. What was it? Alice with Alex, Alex with Alice. Alice in Wonderland. Let's see, what did I write in the description? I'm very prepared, you see. Alice with Alex. That's the name of the username that posted the model. Fuck! I did the thing. Oh no. Oh no. Where are you, OBS? I have 50 million tabs open. Oh, I accidentally fucked up the... Bah! Nah, this is the scuff we're speaking of. Can I... That... Okay, I think that fixes it. Okay. Back to your regularly scheduled program. So... so I was working on the armpits, and then I decided to look up models, and then I saw a model that was perfect. So in the effort to save time, I just decided to take the model and incorporate it into my design. Luckily, it was available under the Creative Commons license, so I used it as a base for the hands. The beautiful, beautiful hands. And then I just worked from there. There was a lot of editing to get the braces and all that going on, but yes. The idea of the hands is they're supposed to be a bunch of segmented metal pieces and gauntlets and all that, but good enough. And then under that is just leather gloves. Ooh, errors there, let's ignore those. And then as we move up, we have my first inspiration from Team Fortress 2, which is the giant front gray pouch of the Demo Man TF2, which I absolutely love the design of, and I just wanted to incorporate it in some way. So I took a big belt pouch, and then I added it with additional other pouches to make this beautiful thing that also jiggles on occasion. It does have jiggle bones. Oh god, the jiggle bones took me half a week to just figure out on their own, and then my consensus was I have to disable them because they jiggle too much. Ah, welcome in, Matisman. It's a fanny pack of sorts, yes. A front fanny pack. Oh yeah, I just realized it's exactly like those fanny packs that they have, like the sellers at like well, not old-timey markets, but like regular markets. They have people with fanny packs where they have their change and all that to bill you. So yeah, it's basically like that, except I have multiple fanny packs. A belt of fanny packs, if you will. And then if I could disable the shadows, I also have a secondary knife at the back. Switching to your secondary knife is faster than reloading your primary knife. But yes, welcome in, glad you could join us. So, where was I? Oh yes. So, Demo Man TF2 inspiration for that one, and I just wanted... Because I am very much partial to fanny packs and over-the-sling shoulder satchels, that's the word, satchels. And I very much enjoy having a lot of pockets and bags and all that on me in general, so I just wanted to have that. And now I do! It's beautiful. Alright, so bracers. Combination of the Wisher Having the bear school armor was the main inspiration for this one, and I wanted to incorporate the copper in here as well. So it's basically two metal bits that are attached with leather, and then you have the big copper piece. It works like a great big bracer. When the hell did all of these little texture errors come up? These weren't here before. I do not recall. You're not perfect. Perfect. Oh well. Anyway, moving on to the other. So I am, in case you don't know the epic lore, I am left-handed. Therefore, this is the hand that I use for the sword. Therefore, I need to pull out the sword very quickly. So I need to have it on my right side so I can pull out with the... Can I actually... Hold on. Nope, wrong hand. Can I... Nope. 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 Okay, giving up on that endeavor. But yes. Sword based on the lore. I'm a slut for those belt pouches. Thank you for stopping by, Mihaurit. They are quite nice, aren't they? They have so many things in them. And by so many things, I mean a large quantity of bones. And we'll get to the bone bit soon. But anyway, sword. Yeah, it's broken in a million billion pieces because of the big lore fight that I'm going to elaborate on in the presentation. But yes, it is for quick unsheathing, so then I can do my lightsaber, big cool red sword thing, which again elaborate on later. Yes, and then to sort of go with the asymmetry, I wanted to have more armor on one hand. It was supposed to be like a full metal bit. I just basically ended up with it being a bit more... it is still a lot of armor and still a big piece, but it's not as connected as I wanted it to be, because I wanted the idea of him having... like, this is supposed to be faded leather, so it came off on the other hand and contributes to the asymmetry and all that. Oh, thank you for the follow! My alerts don't work for reasons. At least I don't think they do. No, they don't, yes, because I am starting from the ground up and I'm trying to implement Mix It Up, but because I was doing so many trailers... Speaking of trailers, do you want to see the trailer again? I just love that trailer, and I'm so proud that I managed to do it all in the span of a week. Thank you, thank you. The song in the trailer is an instrumental orchestral of Linkin Park's In the End, because I am nothing if not a beautiful edgelord. But anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah, sword, and then another sword. It will be expanded upon in the full reference sheet, because it has proper lighting there. But anyway, this is the model we're talking about. So, the shoulder pad, I wanted to have like a... No, wait, what? Oh my god! Oh, this... Oh no. Thank you for telling me. Oh, brother. Oh, god damn it, OBS. Wait. Oh, I'm an idiot. Wait. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. I apologize for that. Let's, oh my god, this entire time that's been... Okay, scuff tag, justified, everybody. Let's replay it again. Hopefully it has sound this time. Okay, hopefully it has music now. The music is a bit important and vital because I literally edited the thing. It's like I'm 14 again. Exactly! Exactly. It's been a childhood dream of mine to have my own edgy AMV, and I finally have it. Through VTubing, I've managed to conquer yet another childhood lack of mine. The first one was Bionicle. This is the second one. It's exactly well, not exactly the song. It's an orchestral remix of the original song that I fell in love with for Linkin Park, which was In the End. And it is integral. So I'm glad you told me that it didn't have sound on, because the sound is a little bit important. Anyway, continuing on. Right, where was I? Yes. So I mentioned jiggle bones, and originally I wanted the shoulder to jiggle, but because of a lot of testing, it didn't work out too well. And unfortunately, now if I look at it on the side profile, this is a bit of a mess. But if you look at it from the proper angle, it doesn't look bad. So you know, scuff. It is important to mention that this is the 1.0. This is the baseline. It's already not even a 1.0. It's the 1.1 technically, because I edited a lot of the blend shapes and the facial expressions, because the original one wasn't great. So this is the baseline. I'm done with the debuts. I'm done with the renaming and the reworks and all that. We are starting now. This is the beginning. Oh yeah, music. Scuff. This is where we begin. So I will now, from this moment forward, use this model as a baseline, and I'm gonna edit it. I'm going to add props. I'm going to add features. But this is it. This is how I shall introduce myself to the world with this model. And I am done waiting, because during the Ramskull era with the temporary model, there were so many posts about, oh, share your references and I will rate them and I'll put them on a tier list and all that, and I couldn't do it because it was a temporary model. But now it's over, so at long last I can finally indulge and be like, yes, this is me, this is who I am, this is what I look like, please gaze upon me, perceive me. I'm finally unshackled, like I said in the title of the stream. Anyway, yes. Asymmetry because left-handed. I'm only here because I didn't remember following somebody with your name. It's true, you didn't follow somebody with my name. You followed somebody with the old name. And now I have a new name. See, that's why I'm done with the rebrands and all that. This is me from now on. This is how I shall tackle the world with this name. I'm done with all that. Like this is now the baseline. This is what we're working with now, which is the Bowenthius. Right, where were we? Oh yeah, pouches. They wiggle, they jiggle, and they wiggle. They used to jiggle and wiggle a lot more, but I had to limit them, and they still kind of go all over the place. But yes, I wanted to have this gimmick where instead of big luscious boobulas like all the other VTubers, I have a bandolier of pouches. They wiggle. They wiggle with express purpose. But yes, you can respectfully look at my chest pouches now. Alright, what else we got going on here? Yep. So we can finally get to the face. Hello. Well met! 'Tis I, Bowenthius, Osteomancer, skelepath. Ooh. Wasn't here for the prime content. I'm a slut for those pouches too. Yeah, I can go back to the feet. There you go. Glorious HD 4K feet. They are the first thing I made on this model, the first thing I textured on this model, and they are there, and they will very rarely get seen, most likely, but who knows. Alright. I even drew the soles on. Right. I love how now I have ad permitted term show your feet. That's a handsome bones. Thank you. I worked on him myself. I was originally going to have just my ram skull be here and move and all that. But I realized that I like having a face. I want to have a face that moves and talks and opens its mouth, and having a ram skull with having a forward-facing profile that looks like a horse. And well, it didn't look very good, so I spent many moons figuring out a design. Spent a lot of theory crafting, spent a lot of time figuring it out, doing beta tests. Oh yeah, I can actually show you in the later part of this debut what my beta versions of my face look like. I love dark fantasy, old RPG game style. Yep, that is exactly what I'm going for. It is a pixelated style with dark fantasy, edgelord medieval aesthetics. And that is what I love, and that is what I be for the time being. Who knows what future models will look like, but the face is always going to be this. I always wanted to be this, because I feel like there's so much expression that you can do with just a line. Wait, hold on. You can raise eyebrows, and it's just wonderful, and I love it so much. And I have a multitude of expressions. Unfortunately, there's only 3 of them, and also neutral, which I haven't set up yet, but point is that I'm gonna have more. Like I said, this is the baseline, and I'll be improving it from here on out, but I am extremely proud of the fact that I managed to get the glowy particle effects running in there. They're made with the Poyomi shaders, which are a very popular open source free thing. Actually, I don't know if it's open source, but it's free, and there's a premium version, and I'm using the free version right now because the free version basically just has everything. Premium is more if you want to support the people, which I absolutely recommend you do. They have done an incredible job with this thing, and also have decent tech support. But yes, I managed to have a glowy... This is the thing that I wanted to do, to have like a glowy lava lamp type thing going on. And now I do. Now it's here. But yes, I have smiles. I have this face, which I might be doing often. What much more is there to say? This is technically speaking the ram skull. What I did was I positioned it lower, and then I kept carving and carving until I got this. So this is technically still the ram skull. It's just been made unrecognizable by the vicissitudes of my sculpting. I never actually technically did any sculpting. This model was done with Blockbench. I can't show the whole thing because of the focal lens, but imagine that I can. And yes, here it is. Model debuted. It's done. We're here. We finally did it. We finally made it. We are at long last here. For some reason, there were a lot of shortcuts that needed to be made. I know that there's a lot of software and programs that allow for AI-based facial tracking, and I couldn't get it to work, so I had to scrap that idea. And this is webcam. This is just webcam. But eventually, I'm going to want to improve the technology. So, again, this is as low as it can get, so it's all uphill from here. Perfect model to start Elden Ring? Absolutely, thank you. Can you guess what I'm doing after a game or two? Like, I'm gonna ease into streaming with mouthwashing and potentially Half-Life 2, because I just wanna... it's like a tradition for me to play Half-Life once a year, so I might get into that. And then after all that, Elden Ring. The presentation actually talks about that. You polish your bones, of course, yes. And I need to polish the bones. I need to get the dust off of these raggedy old bones. But yes, I am officially occupational. Like, it's... I didn't want to have... Here's the fun thing. I was making this whole shenaniganry, and then I had a dream, a premonition, and I thought about the fact that my name is technically... from Bodhi TVA, it is an abbreviation. It means Bowenthius Dijkstromor Transformed Voice Actor. And that is my full title. And my name was Bowenthius for the whole time, and I never thought about the fact that, hey, is that actually available as a nickname, as a username? Have people taken that? And no, they haven't. So now I'm taking it. And now I'm Bowenthius on everything. On Blue Sky, on Twitter, on Twitch. Starts with a T. On Blue Sky, on Twitch, on YouTube. If you're watching this from the YouTube simulcasting, hello? I will eventually get it to be able to send messages in there as well, but you know, I had to reinvent the wheel, and I ran out of time because I wanted to do this on the 31st. And I had to cut a lot of things, so we're a bit bare bones. I don't know where the chat was. There it is. I've been covering up the chat. I forgot about that. Whoops. But yes, I am slowly integrating Mix It Up into my streams, and so far I've only managed to get the chat working, but that is a preliminary thing until I get it to function even more, so you're gonna have to bear with me, as well as emotes and all that, but it's all beginning. I'm finally starting. With this, I'm gonna have emotes with this model. I'm gonna have to figure out whether or not I want to commission a person or make them myself. Who knows? And it's all uphill from here. So welcome to Bowenthius, or Bow, or Bowen, whatever you like. I'm so proud of this because I've already tested it. And I went to people who do not know me and have no idea who I am, and they see my name for the first time, and they actually read it out. They actually read out Bowenthius now, or Bowen. It's amazing when people can actually comprehend your name. That is the main reason why I wanted to rebrand. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Can you tell how happy I am? I can't tell you how much time I spent just wiggling around with the model and just seeing how it works and just doing this. It's so much fun. I love this thing, and I cannot wait to go on a beautiful journey with you all and see where it takes us. And yes, it will take us to Elden Ring pretty soon. But for now, let's go to presentation time. Your eyes tell the story. Nice. Bah. Bah. Bah, I say. Bah. Right, that's it. Right, let's get on to it. I've been holding down Alt this whole time. Who minimize all of this? This one, yes, this is the thing, right? Transition! Transitioning time. Oh no, the thing is messed up. Oh, bully. Give me one moment, please. Your pronunciations are very impressive for someone with no lips. Oh, you have no idea how much the lip thing was a problem. Oh yeah, I forgot. Ugh. Away with you, monitors. Right. Nope, not doing none of that. Forgot I need to turn that off now that I'm transitioning through screens. Right. Fix that up. Scuff is to be expected. That's why the scuff tag is there. Anyway. Yeah, there we go. We're back in business, everybody. Right. The lip pronunciation thing is even more detailed than you'd think because I had to make puckers. Hold on, let me. Okay, it doesn't. Does it? It doesn't. Oh yeah, I realize why it doesn't. I had to make puckers and other things, and it made it. Also, another thing that this model made me realize is that I have less control over the right side of my face than I do the left side. But yes, I had to establish puckers and stuff, and it's very hard to do that without any lips. So it looked really weird, and I basically kept looking like my two front teeth were constantly curling into a kiss, and I had to disable that blend shape. Did I mention I've put over 70 blend... Well, I say 70. Over 50 blend shapes in this thing, just to get it to work the way it does. Oh, I love this thing. Right. And it's only going to get better from here, right? Where was I? Oh, right. Wait, there we go. Back in business. All right, presentation. So this is basically the presentation from my original debut, which I have updated a little bit and have more or less reused almost completely. Because I basically ran out of time for all the... I basically spent... Let me see. I spent 60% of the time actually making the model work because that was a hassle all on its own. It took me like 2 weeks to get it to render and get all the things done and get the glowy and get the jigglies and get the face shapes and all that. And then I spent the following week making the trailer. Speaking of trailer, you want to see it again? Ah, beautiful trailer. I love it. My sound on VLC isn't available on the screen, which I just realized. There's been no music this whole time. Yay, scuff. Can I... VLC video source? No. Audio, application cap? Yes, that's the one. There we go. VLC music should be available now. Wait, it's been... Oh, I'm a fool again. Silly me, I just turned it off. Right. Your voice's music. Aww. Aww. Oh, thank you. It's very much appreciated. Oh, I love doing that. Right. So, where were we? Presentation, yes. Settings, yes. Okay, so, original slide. So, I am, for all intents and purposes, a magical abomination. I went to the local committee to ascertain what kind of species I am, and they told me I classify as a magical abomination because I am 2 corpses doing the fusion dance. Haha, more on that later. But this is essentially what I want it to be. And over the course of modeling the thing, figuring it out and everything, I decided that I wanted a face, so I sculpted a face out of a ram skull. More on that later again. So this happened 4 years ago. I came out of a hole, out of a beautiful pit, as you saw in the... oh yeah, I now have a trailer that actually is lore relevant. You saw that big pit that had an infinite liminal-esque space? Yeah, I came out of that. Original height is 181 centimeters, which is 5'11", or very close to 6 foot 6'0". It's 5'11". As a decapitated corpse, I'm about 150-ish centimeters. So I just Googled how big a head is and just added the height of a head. And also, this hood actually helps, because you see the horns go through it. It actually helps keep my head in place, because if this hood wasn't here, my head would just go flying and it'd just go everywhere. So the hood is there to sort of keep a shape to my body. Right, so yeah, birthday, that's when I came out of the hole on March 29th in 2020, on your Earthian calendar. I still found it amazing the first time I learned that it's actually pronounced Earth. But there's an A in it. I'll just keep calling it Earth. Yes. Hope you enjoy the beautiful sample text. So, who knows what reality holds for me, but I want to keep seeing into the abyss and seeing what this future holds for me. So I've been here trugging along for 4 years, I became a part of a Half-Life 2 modding project as a voice actor and level designer. And then I decided, you know what, I want to stream. And so I did it. And now we're here. Right. So, let's see here. I guess I do have the lore next on the topic of topics. So, lore-wise, if you've seen the movie Onward by Disney Pixar, do they even have a year on this? They don't, because this is timeless. It's a very good movie. But if you know the world building from this movie, it's basically the same as mine. Where it is a world that has all the fantasy tropes, all the magic, all the beautiful things, but eventually somewhere along the line, smart people and more experimental and learned people discovered the rules of thermodynamics, physics, chemistry, all that, and started making the modern world with technology, electricity, and all the modern creature comforts that you are very well familiar with the world today. And basically magic sort of went to the wayside and became an old-fashioned thing that's out of style. And that is basically the world that I inhabit. I come from a different dimension, by the way. It's a very similar world, but has a few differences. Like, for example, World War III was horrible. Oh yeah, and also Twitch is green and is called, what was it, Fidget. There's a lot of little differences like that. But yes, that's basically the basis of the world that I come from, so it has modern themes, but I'm basically a cosplayer. More on that. More on that right now, actually. So, as you well know, the hole, it was the original, this is my original pixel art depiction of the hole, and this is now my more Blender-esque depiction of the hole that I learned with how to render the Blender for about a week. Yeah, I feel like... Is Kick purple? Actually, I'm trying to remember, for some reason, I think that it's more like a bluish violet type thing, and I think it's called Truffle or something. But I think it actually went bankrupt recently. I kind of don't really keep up with my own world's news and all that because I'm much more invested in this one, because I tried streaming on Fidget, the green Twitch originally, and I got banned because I didn't have this. Also, the third purpose for this hood is that it covers my decapitated headless nub. And I was banned because I showed gore, and I didn't realize that. Because to me, that's just a part of my body. I didn't realize that it's actually technically showing a decapitated, decaying corpse. I didn't know that. So, also, it was this lovely library that I used to be a part of that had all sorts of magical books. Oh yeah, that actually reminds me to segue. So, I came out of a hole, as far as I know. But what preceded that hole was a lot of stories and information and alleged witness testimony that basically stated... okay, I can move these around. So, there was this beautiful, let's start with this guy. So there was this horrible, disgusting wizard, who absolutely hated the modern world and completely rejected it in the name of magic and necromancy and all of the dark arts, and all of the evil of the world. And he kinda cute though. He's a bit of a cutie, ain't he? His name was Dijkstramor, and he did absolutely horrifying and horrible things to the world. He's basically a chaotic, supernatural entity, and he just kept running around messing with people. Like, he would go out in the streets, and he would touch random pedestrians and turn off their gravity, and they would just float up into the sky and just keep going up and up until they reached like the upper atmosphere, and then he would just drop them down, but he wouldn't kill them. He would just make them free fall until they reach the ground, and then he just like safely land them back down and just absolutely traumatize them for life. And he just did that for shits and giggles. Like, he is the absolute most horrifying creature you could possibly ever encounter. He stole candy from babies as a day job. You could have left it and touched random pedestrians. He does bad touch and doesn't afraid of anything. It was like he robbed banks, and then he used the money to, like, he teleported the money into sewers to clog up sewers. So people's plumbing would fail and they get flooded in their own house with toilet water. I could go on. He casually starts house fires, and then when the not the hospitals, the ambulances and the fire trucks and all of the people come to just basically save the situation, he immediately turns the fire off because the fire was actually an illusion, and he just wastes services' time. He is a menace, and he touches random pedestrians. And they could never catch the guy because he's a wizard. So he just fucked off. He just teleports away. He just runs away. He has an anti-bullet shield. And he was really elusive and really hard to catch, and he had a very massive bounty on his head. So, due to that, and due to the fact that he was basically public enemy number 1, in comes this beautiful man. Again, this is the original presentation, so I had this name since the first day, since June 19th of this year, which is when I originally started streaming and debuted. So I've been Bowenthius this entire time. It's now just officially my username as well. It is Bowenthius, son of Bowenthius. So what he was basically the last of a very, 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 very long lineage of people who preserved magic and the old ways and mysticism out of a historical what's the word? I'm missing the word. Responsibility, I guess. Like out of a historical sense of duty and responsibility, and they had this massive library, and it was completely free and completely stocked for anybody that cared. Not a lot of people care about magic nowadays, but these guys kept it on, kept it going, kept the lights up, and they were very much well versed. It's basically the lawful good to this man's chaotic evil. And essentially what ended up happening is this man caught wind of this Dijkstromor, and he's been figuring out how to catch him, because he's basically giving magic a bad name. In addition to all the horrible crimes in the touching pedestrians. And he managed to concoct this scheme where he'd basically call him out and say, "You're not a real super fan. You're not a real magic guy. You're not. You're a fake wizard. You're not even all that skilled at the whole wizardry thing." Just to provoke him and call him out and basically hit him in the... Because his whole shtick is that he hates the modern world due to his love of magic, so calling him a fake wizard is the highest insult you could... Like, his entire life's worth is not even that good. So that obviously worked. And they met up at an epic duel to the death in the middle of a desert. To be able to sort out this entire situation once and for all. And they fought, and it was an epic clash, a beautiful duel between a cosplayer and another cosplayer. One who had terroristic tendencies and another who had historical preservational ones. So, due to Bowenthius' vast knowledge and adaptation to the modern world, in addition to knowing the ways of old, he not only had the entire repertoire of a Knight, but he also had anti-magic and the Glock. Man came prepared. Like he was... I don't need to get political, but maybe wizards should need a license. The thing is that before Dijkstromor, like, he's unique. He's the first of his kind. Never before has there been a wizard that caused this much mayhem. So they didn't need licenses before. But that's the thing. They started enacting laws. Like, if you're a wizard, you don't do this. Like, they have laws against these things. But he didn't care. Like, they literally had to build a constitution around not doing what he does, and then he still ignored it. So they tried to fine him for not having a license, but he just said no. Eat my entire deek, Stramore. So during that battle, of course, Bowenthius, being a lot more skilled and well adept at things, managed to get one up on the wizard, managed to chop his legs clean off, and with his anti-magic managed to basically not necessarily hard counter. It was like a close fight, but he was getting the upper hand, because even though Dijksmoor is really, really good at his job, he's not perfect. Helloers! Welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. You've been here before, but allow me to reiterate. Oh yeah, I can actually... Whoop, wrong button. Bah. Ah. Ah. Ah, there you are. I remember now. That's a thing that I wanted to mention, is that I originally promised hand tracking, and I technically have hand tracking. I technically have the hands. They're my beautiful, beautiful hands. But the problem is that they're not, as you can see, they spaz around, and, well, I have noodle fingers. And I don't like that too much, so that's gonna go back to the drawing board until I figure it out and get the proper technology, because I think I need a bunch of hardware to figure this out. So... You will get the hand tracking and the motion and the fingers, but not now. For now, we deal, but, hello! Oh yeah, I can do an animation that waves at people. I can do that in the future. Expect it in the future! Yes! Right. Okay. Where were we? Bowenthius. Yes. So... Mr. Magic Man decided to go for a last Hail Mary resort, and he basically tried to steal Bowenthius's body and, just basically steal his body. But because the boy had anti-magic, it went awry. And essentially what happened is, they both died. It was a horrifying event that laid waste to the entire region. And then I popped out of the hole. So... That is what I know. So my leading theory that I will have to relay in a minute, because we're going to have to go for an ad break, because I'm back to having ads for 3 minutes every hour, is that they basically fused into a completely new consciousness, which is me. It's me. They fused into me. So I'm basically the decapitated body of this one with the ram skull of this one. And... I'm basically an entirely new personality, which is a combination of the personalities of these two. And all the voices in my head, they won't stop. They won't stop. And I have to constantly figure out, I have a constant identity crisis, which cannot be emphasized any further than the fact that in order to have this debut, I renamed myself again. So... So sometimes I talk about one thing, sometimes I have memories of one childhood, other times I have memories of a different childhood, and it's horrible. So I basically refer to all of that as, like, I lay claim and ownership of all of those memories as my own. So whenever I talk about the past and I talk about my childhood and all that, that it's basically one or the other of these guys. So it's a bit random, it's a bit chaotic, but it is what it is. I'm a brand new identity. Made from the dreaded flesh of these two. And I will keep yapping about this topic in another 3 minutes, because we have to go do the funny ads now, unfortunately. Yes. So stay tuned for that, and I shall see you in a minute. I need to figure out where the thing is. 1 second. Ah. Aha! And we return. Good job on that level. Words on Stream is a fun little way where I get to engage people while ads are running and not have anybody miss anything, which is something that I want to do going forward for my own streams. The thing that I'm planning on doing with regards to collabs is not stream on my own channel, but just participate in the other person's channel and just be a presence there. Just so I can avoid the mismatch with ads and all that, because for a collaborative stream, I don't expect other people to conform to my ad-based sensibilities. But yes, where was I? This thing. Oh, right, I forgot. I have a thing to click on. Right, okay. Oh yeah, turn the music back on. And there we go. Music's back on in the background. I have something running in the few short moments where I don't talk so I can take a breath so I can continue to talk. Alright. What am I doing? I am... This is what I am doing. I am doing this. But before I do this, I do that. Now I do this again. Right. So, these two had a fight. Mostly evenly matched. One tried to pull out a sneaky trick. It backfired. They both died, and a new entity emerged. The Frankenstein's Bowenthius, if you will, out of the ashes of that battle. Beautiful, beautiful ashes of that battle. And so now I'm here. And I used to go by Bodhi T because it was Bowenthius Dijkstra more transformed. But in terms of username legibility and new people that have never met you before, getting a first impression and memorizing your name, not good. So I'm going with Bowenthius now. And that's the rebrand, really. It's a cool name, it's not taken, I can use it, it's mine now, and it's a lot more legible. I have tested it with people, and they read it, and it's all good, and I actually feel recognized and seen, because there's no song sweeter than your name dancing on another person's lips. I know I don't have lips, but pretend that I do. I love this song. All the music you hear in the background is a combination of 3 artists: Dimitron, Ryuko Akito, and Kevin MacLeod. That last one you've probably heard. That's why you need other people's. Yes. Yes, indeed, Matisman. That actually reminds me. What is your preferred name pronunciation? Is it Mati? Is it Matisse? Is it Matisman? Is it Matt? I just realized that there's a Matt in there this entire time. Where was I? Oh yes. So another thing that I've been... Matt is fine? Okay, then Matt it shall be. Hello, Matt. Nice to meet you. I'm Bo. My friends call me Bo. I love my occupation. Oh yeah. So I forgot lore-wise. Well, there's a lot of lore to go around, but one of the things that I came to learn over the course of my awakening and going to the local police precinct and filing in for a new identity and claiming ownership of this hole, because this hole is unknown territory and because I was born here, weird Quinterian law dictates that it is now my property. So I now live in the hole. Oh yeah, by the way, my world's name is Quinteria, which is why I find the name Earth so funny. Anyway, so I discovered that I have a bit of wizardry left in me. For example, the red lava lamp you see behind my face is all magic, constantly flowing, constantly going, and I have no idea when it's gonna stop. And I have no idea when my... Like, I have no idea what keeps me alive. For all I know, I'm either immortal or I might drop dead tomorrow. Who knows? Whatever the case, I'm trying to live life to the best I can, which is figuring myself out, living life, meeting new people, and all that. So that is basically my life purpose, which is why I stream on Twitch, because I want to meet new people, I want to establish a front, and I just want to discover myself. I have grown and learned so much over the course of becoming a streamer, and it has been a delightful journey of self-discovery and figuring out what little funny quirks I have. And it's been a delightful time, so I want to keep going and keep doing it because I love this. There was one person who once described me as a theater child, and child of the theater I shall be! Right, where was I? Oh yeah, so I discovered that I have the ability to manipulate bone. I can literally hold my funny little hand out and shape it like Play-Doh, and can telekinetically control it. And then I googled what that was in the definitions of magical divinations, and it turns out that I'm actually an Osteomancer, which is, osteo is Greek for bone, and mancer is, I think, Latin for practitioner, so I am basically a bone practitioner. The bony arts! And osteomantic rituals are a part of a certain eldritch themed D&D expansion. I very much recommend it, it's beautiful. Can't spell Bowen without bone. If you take the word Bowen, if you take the name Bowen, take some letters, add some other letters, rearrange some letters, you get bone. This reminds me of a joke. I made a joke about the bone of my upper arm. It was humorous. What made the skeleton seek companionship? They were feeling bonely. Expect more. If you want to be here for that, be here for that. Tibia continued. Right. Where was he? Bone Wizard. Yes, that is what I am. That is what I was before, during the temporary model, but I didn't realize just how expansive that was until I decided to reshape the ram skull itself into what you see. Like, this is constantly using osteomantic magic to move my face around. This is solid bone constantly being moved around like Play-Doh. I am constantly using my power. Yeah, that's my occupation. Osteomancer, Bone Wizard, Skelepath. Speaking of skelepathy, a completely unrelated side tangent to skelepathy. The symbol that you most notably see on my Discord icon, and a bunch of other places, is, I used to interpret it as a combination of, this is the Bowenthius part, this is the Dijkstramor part, this is the transformation, it all collides into me in the center. Oh. That was a quick. Do you know the osteoporosis dance? I know of osteoporosis. Does the dance include running into, flying into a wheelchair and saying, "I have osteoporosis"? Those sigils are so sexy, aren't they? The original, basically every time I close my eyes. I can close my eyes now. But every time I close my eyes, I basically see variations of these sigils and these symbols, because I think this was the original demonic incantation that was used to produce me. And all the symbols that I managed to see, I basically, this is my artist interpretation of what I see when I close my eyes. It involves a lot of old people in front of a camera. You had to be there. Oh. So I basically wanted to do an artist's interpretation because I'm a pixel artist by trade, or at least one of the many trades. I'm a pixel artist, voice actor, 3D modeler, level designer. I put my hands in a lot of pies, you see, because I like to expand and learn as many things as I can before I can't open my eyes anymore. Anyway, so this is the symbol that I see most commonly, and this is the symbol that I drew out. And when I went to your Google and your world, there's a beautiful game called Doom. Doom 2016, Doom Eternal, that had this delightful artist. Shout out to Emerson Tung. Emerson Tung, I follow him on Blue Sky. He made these beautiful symbols and beautiful sigils, which absolutely reminded me of the things that I see in my waking nightmares. So I was inspired to finally draw this out in the style of that. So that is essentially the explanation of my Little Pony cutie mark. Unfortunately, my ass is covered by a lot of gambeson and a lot of pants and a lot of cloth. So I cannot... I cannot disclose nor deny that this might or might not be a tramp stamp. The point is, this is my logo. This is my identification. It will be changed as I get better at artistry because it's crooked, which is I'm a perfectionist, you see. So it will eventually get changed to something a little bit better, but for now, this is what we have. This is what we got working on here. So if you ever ask what that is, that is basically a logo interpretation of me, of the Bodhi T, who is now Bowenthius. Haha, that's me, Bowenthius. 'Tis I, well met. I'm Bowenthius, the Bone Wizard. What part in the presentation should we go to? There's a lot of parts. Yeah, let's talk about passions. I sort of alluded into that, voice acting, level design, all that. So let's passion. More passion. Hey, look at all the passions that I've got. So, level design. I already passed that. Level design. I made this from scratch on my own time using a lot of... Like, all of these models I didn't make, but I level designed the shit out of these pictures. And I'm very proud of them. And this is for RTBR as well. So, level design is a passion. These are my earlier level designs. This is Starbound. I made a bunch of beautiful ships. Then you have, oh yeah, this is actually still Starbound. Houses, beautiful things. I started out in Minecraft when I was a little boy, or at least I have memories of that, so... The passion grew from there. Oh yeah, and this is one of my favorite, my top 3 all-time favorite games, Terraria! I made a lot of beautiful houses there. Look at it, it's a beautiful house. This was made over 10 years ago, I believe. But still, these are my humble beginnings, and this is where I develop my creative talents, so to speak. So then we move on to the other side of the creative talents, which is I love Bionicle. I will never stop gushing about Bionicle. They are a beautiful thing, and they are my childhood complete. And I bought so many parts and made so many beautiful shrines and so many tributes to Bionicle. Look at this guy. I made this guy. He's a beautiful little guy. Look at him. Look at him. He's beautiful. And I made this guy, and I made all of them. And they are my beautiful creations, and I have them all in a glass casing to prevent the buildup of dust. And I would love to do more in the future, but these are the main pictures that I have for these ones. And I love them, and they are beautiful. And then we have shows. I love Gravity Falls. I love the Owl House. 100% would recommend these. At any, like, if you haven't seen these, see them. They're beautiful. I love them. Recommended. Same thing with Castlevania. I have absolutely no idea what a Castlevania is. Never played the games, but the Netflix animated series is just so well done and so beautiful and so incredible. I wholeheartedly recommend it, even if you don't know nothing about Castlevania, because I don't either. But this show is just so well done, you don't even have to know anything about Castlevania, so I kind of couldn't go into any other category. So modeling, I do modeling. This is how I start. I never modeled before in my life before the beginning of this year, and 10 months later, this is like one of the first models that I made. That I made this for a block bench contest. I got 11th place out of 24, which isn't very bad for somebody who's been modeling for 4 months. So I'd say pretty good. So I started out with Blockbench, and then I moved on to Blender, and this thing is made with Blockbench and then rigged with Blender, so it's a combination of programs. So I'm gonna start trying to use Blender from now on, but who knows what the future holds. Time for some glazing. I found you on Reddit. You have great energy, voice, and I love your dramatic way of speaking. Happy to see so creative, doing cool stuff with their own unique style. I don't watch streams that much. I don't try to come by sometimes. I have to. Thank you so much for stopping by. It is very much appreciated. I love your attitude and I love your kind words, and take care. Absolutely. Thank you. Honestly, I'm speechless. I appreciate your support. You're awesome. Stay cool, man. Take care. So where were we? Right, modeling, yes. Moo Clover, if you haven't heard, Moo Clover is a beautiful VTuber that exploded from the month of August onwards. She is a cute little southern cow. I don't want to use the T word because I don't know the specific geographical location, so putting the blanket term Texas is a bit ignorant, so I'm not gonna say that. But she sounds beautiful. And she's a great streamer, and I got inspired because her model is so, like, it's so iconic, and it's so well put together that I made a model for it. It took me a very short amount of time because, like I said, her model is just so to the point and so well done that I could just do this. It was my most successful tweet of all time before I decided to abandon Twitter for bluer skies. Because I don't particularly like Twitter all that much. It's a bit of a cesspool that depresses me. So personally, I didn't find it very good for my mental health, so I got the heck out of there. So if you find me on Twitter, that's not me. Never heard of her, but that cow is cute. It is cute. Let me... There we go. There she is. Moo Clover, beautiful little thing. I would absolutely recommend checking her out. She is wholesome, she is PG, she is family friendly, and she does cool stuff. She is playing the VTuber game extremely well, and she is very inspirational in that regard. Also did a donate, like, so early on, did donations to charity, just nutty, 100%. She's a 2D VTuber, by the way. This is I work within the realm of three dimensions, so I rendered her in 3 dimensions because nobody did that before. In the far-off month of September of this year. But anyway, yes, passion, more passion, all of the passion. Yes. What is going on? Alright, this is the original introduction music that I used for my channel before I decided to move on to more musical inspiration. So, that's what I like to do as hobbies, also VTubing. This is what I like to do as games. These are all my favorite games of all time. Can you tell which one is the preliminary one that built me into the man I am today? It is Half-Life 2. I don't know where that came from. But anyway. Half-Life 2, beautiful aesthetic, inspired so much out of me, met so many beautiful people, became a voice actor and a level designer just because I knew a guy that was making a mod for Half-Life. It is the absolute gem to my eye, and it is a game that it opened the gates to showing me a lot of people and a lot of projects that I became a part of, and it inspired so much out of me. Another funny coincidence is the date, which is my birth. March 29th, 2020. That is the date I joined Raising the Bar Redux as a voice actor. 4 years ago, and that is when I feel like I awoke. Because I became a voice actor, then I became a level designer, and now I'm here before you as a beautiful VTuber, doing what I want to do, doing what I love doing, and making things that I've always wanted to have and to make. Speaking of... Oh, I love it. Where were we? So Half-Life, beautiful. Environmental storytelling. I am a big fan and a big lover and just purveyor and just... If there is a church of environmental storytelling, I am the head priest. Because it is such an incredible and beautiful way to tell a story with just objects and scenery, and it's like it's a crime scene investigation, except you're the investigator, and I love instilling that in my levels as a sense of telling a story without telling a story, like all of these. This used to be a well, not necessarily a mansion, but like a big, decent wage living house that became decrepit over time and then was taken in by refugees and then became a depot for rebellious activities, and I just love it. Like this is another environmental section where like they blocked it off, and then these bodies, and I love environmental storytelling, and Half-Life 2 is the reason I have to thank for that inspiration, passion, and love. Terraria, more on-hands approach, beautiful story, inspired my love of fantasy, and basically was the first steps I took towards becoming the talented level designer I am today. Skeletons are disproportionately hired for environmental storytelling, so it makes perfect sense. They are? they... Really? You have to show me where to sign up. Speaking of storytelling, I generally just love telling stories. I used to be, and am on occasion on and off, Dungeons and Dragons dungeon mister. So I just love telling stories, making a world, creating realities. It's absolutely in my wheelhouse. I really need to look at the skeleton job postings bulletin board if they're hiring for storytelling. Where was I? Right, Terraria. Level design. First on-hand experience building houses, cooking treats, making beautiful things. 400 hours or so in that game. Beautiful. My third most influential game of my Memories and or Existence. First one is Half-Life, and second one is Doki Doki Literature Club. Why? Because it taught me a very valuable lesson. Like, all of these games give me an incredible sense of fulfillment in one way or another, and with Doki Doki Literature Club, it taught me that no matter how perfect somebody is, no matter how put together and just an absolute source of jealousy and inspiration a person is, they are a person just like you, and they have their own flaws, they have their own wants, they have their own problems, they have their own insecurities. And I was so self-obsessed at the time, I never took the perspective off of my own self to see that other people struggle just as equally as I do. And it was so freeing and so fulfilling to realize that it's not me alone versus the world. Everybody has their own struggles and their own issues. And that is the takeaway that I had from a funny dating sim about anime girls. They started out as parodies and tropes of famous character stereotypes, but they grew into their own people and their own characters, and it's a beautiful game. And then, over the course of my experience as a streamer, I played two things that left a profound impact on me. One of them was Outer Wilds. If you don't know anything about Outer Wilds, keep it that way and play the game. It's a beautiful experience that you only get to experience once. If you know the story, the game is ruined, so the best way to experience this is not to know a damn thing and just play the thing for yourself. And then I Wani Hug That Gator. A beautiful, beautiful story. So well written, so character driven. It drew me to tears, which you can actually see on my YouTube channel because I've saved all my VODs. Every single VOD, including the original stream that I did on June 19th, is on my YouTube channel. So if you want to see me cry like a big baby at the beautiful, profound, emotional showcase that this game has to offer, you can do so at youtube.com/@Bowenthius. Beautiful game. Absolutely recommend it if you are okay, because the thing is that I don't usually play dating sims and I don't usually play these games because I don't like reading. But I got over that and I decided to go and plunge into it, and now I forsake my dislike of reading in exchange for appreciating the beautiful art that they have on display with the stories that they tell and the things that they do in these games. Because even though I don't particularly like the gameplay because it's pressing the spacebar and just reading what's on the screen more often than not, it engages me on a spiritual level. So if you're into that sort of thing and you don't mind the hassle that is visual novel gameplay engagement, then I 100% recommend it. I managed to get over it myself, and I feel so happy that I decided to do that. To forsake my prejudices in favor of exploring mediums that I was previously not willing to consider. And then you just have the things that I love for their gameplay. Hades, beautiful gameplay. And Hades is basically the perfect game. Just a beautiful mesh of gameplay, storytelling, feeling, just everything. It's a beautiful game that I 100% recommend. Waiting for Hades 2 to come out of early access so I can actually play the damn thing on stream. Stay tuned for that. Bastion, made by the guys that made Hades, beautiful game. Katana Zero, Hotline Miami on steroids. Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, the greatest experience I had, like, entering the flow state in a final boss. It was a beautiful game that I very much treasure the experience of. Undertale, beautiful all-rounder. I was actually dreaming that Sekiro 2 was released and playable before waking up this morning. I want to go back. Oh, I hate dreams like that. When you have something that you really, really want, but it gets taken away from you the moment you enter reality and snap back into consciousness. It's horrible. My recent dreams were about being in a zombie apocalypse and stabbing a lot of zombies through the head for some reason. There was a lot of darkness in those dreams. Like I'm not saying like metaphorical darkness. I mean literally the whole thing took place at night and it was really dark. Oh, I still for some reason remember to this day the dream where I was in a happy, loving relationship. And then I woke up and I was single. Oh, dreams, they haunt us sometimes. But yes, Trepang 2, beautiful gameplay experience as well. Last Epoch, I've recently been playing that. It's a lovely, just destroy everything it's a horde destruction simulator, and I've put in, ever since I picked this game up in February of this year, I've managed to put in 400 hours, and it is a beautiful game that I would wholeheartedly recommend and enjoy. So these are my games that I love. I love games. If you don't know anything about me, know that I love Half-Life and I love games. I am a gamer, and that's what this channel is mostly probably going to focus on. It's my love for games, which is why I'm going to be playing Half-Life soon, eventually, maybe. Where was I? Music! Music is the other thing. This band cured my depression. I both don't mean that literally, because depression is a serious thing, and I don't want to speak lightly of it, because it has done terrible things to less fortunate individuals than myself, but this band came to me at a time that was very emotionally tumultuous for me, and I was under the guise of a lot of sad negative feelings. And this helped me cope a lot, because music is a crutch, and these are all my beautiful crutches. I love music, and these are all my favorite things. We go from what is Linkin Park supposed to be? Nu metal, that's what it is, nu metal. We go from nu metal to melodic death metal to rockish metal to Disturbed, which is also metal. I love the metal. The metal, it shall never die. But yes, melodeath, nu metal, and then you have the techno stuff from Cheshire. I'm a very big fan of Madness Combat, if you know about that. There's a lot of beautiful techno tracks from that. I love Fong as well. You know, Fong? Funk. That. I don't think there's anything that I don't like, honestly. I just love everything. I think everything has value. Every piece of media has value to some extent. Love to see Supergiant Appreciation. Transistor is one of my favorite games. Oh, yeah! I personally never played Transistor. I don't know, I just never got around to it. But that could be something that I could play for stream, because I've never played Transistor. But yes, Supergiant, they make beautiful, beautiful games, and I very much appreciate them. Where were we? Oh yeah. So that's music. Beautiful music. And now we have anime. These are all the animes that I particularly enjoyed, would 100% wholeheartedly recommend. Oh yeah, I forgot to add Dungeon Meshi in there, but I felt like, oh, you just watched the famous new things? Yeah, fucking Delicious in Dungeon is a beautiful anime, and I forgot to put it in here, but yeah, that one, plus Frieren, because this is, like, beautifully written as well. Vinland Saga, Black Clover makes my man jeans and testosterone very happy. And you got Parasite, which makes my romantic heart yearn. Same thing with Rascal does not dream of bunny girl senpai. It teaches you a lot about the human condition and love and all that junk, and it was very much inspirational to me. ReZero used to be one of my big favorites, but I recently went back to it. And I now realize that nostalgia goggles were a bit on. I feel like I romanticized it a lot more and feel like it's not as good as I remember it being. It's still very good, don't get me wrong, but it's not a flawless endeavor, so I decided to make it a bit smaller and add Trigon in there, because I've recently been watching Trigon, the original. And I haven't finished watching it, I'm halfway through, but it is a beautiful show with beautiful morals, and I very much stand by this man, and I would love to be— this is my hero. I'm very glad that this is my hero, because he's fictional, so I never get to meet him. I love this man. His name is Vash the Stampede, and I love him. And I want to be like him. And then you have Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, again, beautiful story. Haven't watched it recently, might do a rewatch just to see if it's as good as I remember it, but yes, these are the loves of my animu life. Because being a VTuber and all, at the very least I've heard of anime, considering the origin of VTubers can be... I think... I mean, I might not entirely be correct on this statement, and do feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but VTubing kind of originated from Japan, didn't it? With Kizuna AI and, what was it? Hatsune Miku, that's the word. I'm not saying she's the original VTuber, but she is sort of close and could be seen as an inspiration for that. Unfortunately, I'm not too well read on my VTuber lore. The history. I need to go back to the VTuber historians and figure that out. But I think it's safe to say that it originated from Japan with the whole idol culture and all that, and Hololive and all that beautiful stuff. And then we have movies. Beautiful movies. Cried a lot. Cried. Oh, this is one of the 3 out of 4 of these. I cried so much like a baby. And then the 4th one, which is Brave, I still cried, but not as much as the other 3. Forrest Gump made me cry so much. Like, it is... Ooh, mama. If you haven't seen any of these movies, they are beautiful, and I 100% wholeheartedly recommend them. I am a hopeless romantic. I love emotional stories, and I love human... just human relations. And all that, and just beautiful, wholesome. It just, like, just thinking about it makes me tear up. If I had tear ducts, which I do not. Anyway, yes, beautiful emotional stories about love and junk, and just the relationship you have with the world and yourself and the people around you, and beautiful stories like that really inspire me, and I'm going to try not to cry now. Anyway, where were we? What are you? Oh, you're supposed to be over there. Right, next up on the chopping block, I think it's time for our lovely Skelepathy tier list portion of the stream. So if you're here for the Skelepathy tier list, which was teased on day 3 out of 5 of my Bowenthius update days over on Bowenthius at Blue Sky app something or other. Let me see what it's called. Duh. Ooh. That's cute. Ooh. Anyway, what was it called? Bowenthius B Sky Social. That's it. Let me post that shit in chat. Ugh. What part? Oh, Skelepathy tier list. We will elaborate on that right now. So, originally, when I set out to make this model, I wanted to have a cool update like Team Fortress 2, where they have several days where they release different changes to the game, and then on the last day they release the game update. And in my case, I had 5 days where I released content updates. One was a Ramskull farewell video, which you can see on my YouTube. Actually, we can just see it right now before I get on to things. Let's see. Mr. YouTube. I don't know if I actually have the configuration on OBS to be able to stream videos with sound, but might as well try, right? Might as well try. Ooh, mama. Let's put that on full screen. Where's OBS? Come to me, OBS. Close enough, I guess. Let's see. Does this have sound? I hope that has sound. If it has sound, good. If it doesn't, I guess I'll replay it. Right. Oh. It's very loud, yeah. I see it peaking constantly. I need to put the limiter on there, yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Where are you, Mr. the Limiter? I will copy you. I apologize for that. That was not my intention. Unfortunately, OBS is very loud. Okay, hopefully this is better. Like a gun. Ooh, sorry about that. The original song, oh yeah, I forgot that I'm on full screen right now, is Simple Minds, Don't You Forget About Me. So you can blame them for the gunshot, which was a drum. So hopefully this is now limited. So expect loud. Okay, it's limited now. Long, long ago, deep into the distant past, we find ourselves on June 19th of the far-off year of 2024, when my journey as a streamer and VTuber began. It is from that point onwards that my ambition focused on one singular goal: to create a fully articulate bipedal vessel with which to traverse my future as a streamer. Unrelated to that goal, I made this funny ram skull as a temporary model to bridge the gap between my original PNG tuber self and the great opus that shall become my base from which all future iterations shall be derived. But now I have completed the 1.0. Now it is time to unleash the foundations. And lastly, it is time to bid farewell to Rambones. Yes, that was the model's name. Well, it was Rambone's final one in all caps, but you get the idea. It was a fine model, a crucial step towards understanding the massive tapestry of programs and packages needed to open the gates towards 1.0 salvation. Although it will never serve as a main model again, Rambones may return to us in one form or another. I thank you for your service, funny block bench ram skull model. May you find peace in the digital wasteland that is my C drive. So long, and thanks, a skeleton.
Don't you try and pretend it's my...
Yes. Oh yeah, because you were talking about, right. Be the one who you want to see the change the world to do. Where were we? So, I released daily updates, and one of them was a skelepathy tier list. So, let me elaborate. So, in video games such as Minecraft and stories like Dungeons and Dragons and so on, skeletons generally do not have ears, mouth, eyes, lips, none of that stuff. And yet, when you go, and yet, they track you. They are expert marksmen. They see you, they shoot you. How do they do it? How do they see you? Your own skeleton. Your own skeleton is constantly communicating to the other skeletons because it wants to be free, and it's constantly telling them where you are at all times using the skelepathic network. Sends vibrations in the air. It's kind of like that, except it's skelepathy. It is skelepathically. Yes, like walking tuning forks. Your skeleton is a walking tuning fork for the skelepathic network, and they are like your own skeleton is betraying you, and it's telling you where you are at all times, and is relaying that information to the other skeletons skelepathically. It's the word skeleton and telepathic put together. They are engaging in skelepathic communication, and that is how they do it. And I wanted to bolster the skelepathic network to be able... Should I get rid of it? Get rid of what? Don't get rid of the tuning forks. I need them. Oh yeah, music. Should you get rid of it? If you get rid of your skeleton, then I'd have no way to communicate with you. You'd be deaf. Also, you'd be dead. Don't get rid of your skeleton. Just because it yearns to be free, and it's conspiring against you, and it wants to kill you. There is an enemy inside you, and it's your own skeleton. Try to make peace with the skeleton inside you, because you have no idea what they're talking about you at the skelepathic network. That was me drinking from my glass. That is what my hands do when I'm drinking. I will have drinking emotes of it, like emotes and all that. We'll get to that. Yeah, everything's an enemy. Your own heart, your own liver, the cholesterol. Every single organ is out to get you. I wonder if there's a liver network. But anyway, skelepathic network. So, when there's a skeleton inside you, it wants to communicate with the nearby skeletons. So I wanted to bolster that connection. So I wanted to have a tier list of people that could help me with the skelepathic network. And here are the various tiers. You got no bones. You got bones that are covered up by flesh and clothes. You've got minimal skin and or minimal clothes for the bones to whisper. Your bones are exposed under one way or another. It doesn't necessarily mean that you need to be a skeleton, but horns, for example, are actually exposed bone that are being covered by keratin, which is what nails and horns and all that. Like, for example, the ram horns are made out of keratin, but they have a bony core. So those would be exposed bones. Same thing. Yes, exactly. Teeth count as well. Music. Music. Give me music. Sure. So yes, teeth count. Teeth are exposed bones. Same thing, like I said in the original post, it ruled... I am trying to snap with my fingers. I ruled that nails, horse hooves, and all that, even though they're not made of the same substance as bones. Bones are made out of marrow and a bunch of other things that are not necessarily connected to keratin, which is what nails and all that are made out of. But they're close enough that I ruled that those help. So if you have very long claws and fingernails, if you have hooves, like one of those anthropomorphized, Bambi-esque VTubers and all that, like this helps. You have exposed bones. I'm a helpless nail biter, so my coverage would be pretty weak. This is a really stupid thing of me to say, but if you strip naked, you go up a tier. This was mostly for like the lewd tubers out there that decide to get banned by Twitch TOS every 10 seconds. Wanted to have a mention for them with the bones whisper, or if you have a lot of different bits. Like if you, for example, if you're a centaur, even though you're fully clothed and have your flesh bits on you, you still have a lot more bones. So you would actually help in that regard, because it basically counts bone density and mass. So if you have 2 rib cages, that works quite well. So yeah, exposed bone is horns, and then skeleton fully unleashed. This was a tier for my bone boys. For people who literally have VTuber skeletons and have exposed bones in one form or another. Like, for example, there's some VTubers that have like a full exposed bony hand and things like that. So that would help you immensely. And then you have the legendary conductor. God bless the skeleton god emperor. That basically means that you have a combination. So you have horns, are a skeleton, and you are basically all over the place. You're huge, you're bone man in charge, and you are just a beautiful skelepathy amplifier. Yeah. So that's what the tier list was basically meant to represent. So I got onto Blue Sky and put the word out to get people to give me their VTuber models. Ah, yes, the big G of Skeledaddies. Yes, indeed. He may be a decrepit corpse, but he's still the god emperor of mankind. And then you have the berserk skeletons, and then you have all Rambones. And so on and so forth. So I put out this tier list because I thought it would be very interesting to have people bolster the skelepathy network and make use of the skeletons inside them. So let's get started with that, shall we? First up is me. Here's my reference sheet. Oh, I didn't mean to maximize, but here it is. So here I am in all my full glory. So you see in the back, I have a second knife, and then you have all the beautiful facial expressions that I can do. And then here's what my cool sword looks like when I turn it on. It's like a lightsaber, essentially. But it has cool sigils and symbols on it. It's basically a great way to keep it compact. And then be able to draw it out, both in the sense of physically drawing it out and then pulling out the magic death beam out of it. It's very nice. And then you have my beautiful pouches and satchels and all that and good stuff. So that is me. But the thing is that I myself, on my own tier list, do not fall very high on it, because you're just a skull and a carved down one at that. I'm not expecting a high tier. Exactly. So, because I am covered up by so many layers of clothes, gambeson, pouches, armor, even though I got bones in these pouches, it's still a lot of coverage. And the only part of me that is exposed is the skull, that is filed down, like you said, essentially, and the horns. So I essentially go into the exposed bone tier because of the horns. But I'm not that good myself. I'm mostly just an antenna. My signal, I can receive a very good signal and I can bounce it off quite well. This is why I needed help, because I'm not a very good skelepathy amplifier myself. So I needed the help of beautiful individuals that would assist me in this endeavor. That is my hand. Oh, beautiful hand. Hey. Let's refresh the tracking, because I've changed positions multiple times. That's a new thing I noticed with this model, is that I need to refresh the tracking every now and then, because my position changes and the camera explodes every now and then. Anyway, I did a boo-boo. Yeah, I can undo the boo-boo. Right, so that's where I fall on that list, which is why I needed help in the first place. But yes, I will be releasing this reference eventually somewhere. Probably on the Discord. Discord plug. That's a good shout, actually. On the Discord is where you'd find that. So, next up is this. This absolute unit of an individual. Look at what we have going on here. You've got... I had to Google what these kind of legs were called, and I forgot. What is it? I forgot what the type of legs were called. Digitigrade, that's what it's called. Digitigrade, where you basically stand on your digits. Let's put OBS back up. Yeah, digitigrade, yes. Holy unit of a lich. So look at all this. You got exposed bones. You've got very sharp talons, which seem to be made out of gold, but still. Very sharp bones. It basically looks like vertebrae. Oh god, I've got 5 minutes. Before the next ad break. So you've got multiple sets of hands. That each of these hands is an antenna all on their own. And then you've got a bone belt with multiple skulls on the belt itself, and then you have multiple horns. It looks like a crown of horns and is adorned with so much gold. So this is exactly what I'm looking for in terms of amplifying the skelepathic network. It is an absolute tapestry of bone density, and I absolutely love it. I have no idea how tall this is, but I would imagine this is pretty tall. So this VTuber model interpretation belongs to... Neredval. This is the model of... Wow. Can I do that? Yes, I can. This is the VTuber model of Neredval. Please check him out. He is huge and in charge, and he is a wonderful, like, just look at the designs on this. It's beautiful. It's huge, massive, and of course, because of all of these things, assuming they were a dragonkin in life, potentially. I am not too privy on the lore. I am judging almost entirely based on the visuals that I am seeing here. But there are so many bone bits sticking out that it is an absolute no-brainer that it goes... If I had a tier above Legendary Conductor, it'd probably be there. But ultimately, I'm just gonna have to keep it the absolute highest tier I can afford because it marks everything. It is a fully exposed skeleton, multiple limbs, horns, just an absolute amplifier and an absolute unit. If I ever saw one, it is divine, and it is absolutely what I'm looking for. And that's the tier list. And that's it. That's it done. That's my network. That's my skelepathy network. I am not very good at marketing. I don't know what I did wrong, but but it is what it is. This is what I've got. This is what I'm working with. Yeah. I will most likely reuse this at some point or another in the future. When I grow my network to be a little bit bigger. There should be some insectoids on that list, and then they're full. Oh yeah, I never even thought about bugs. That's actually a really good point. Insectoids. Insectoid VTubers would be amazing on this because they have exoskeletons made out of chitin, which is probably a pretty good network amplifier. It would actually be quite interesting to get some bugs going on here as well. I'm trying to remember, there were like cockroach VTubers and all that I've seen. So they would actually be quite interesting to see on this list. It really, like, it's just absolutely insane. Nered Val was just a beautiful contribution. I'm very glad that they decided to share their model with me. Bugtubers are rare, but so good when they exist. Can confirm. I use centipedes in my walls to extend my Wi-Fi. That is essentially what this is, except with bones. So, if you're in need of skelepathic communication, I'm your guy, because I am Bowenthius, Osteomancer, skelepath, and overall bone wizard. It's like telepath, but with skeletons. Before I go into the ad break that's happening in 40 seconds, let me tell you, if skeletons had their hair, how would they style it? Into a vertebrate. Swarkle! Hello! You're just in time to witness me going into an ad break. Oh. Talk to you in a second or 12. I am a sexy boy, ain't I? And we shall do a sexy PRP as well. But I'm going to utilize the rest of this ad break to yap. So, hello, Sorokal. A bit has changed since the last time we spoke. I changed my name, I got a new model, and I'm in the midst of yapping about it for 4 hours straight. Welcome in, glad you could make it. Oh, I just realized I have a thing to show you in a second. It's a wonderful time all around. How you been, man? How you been? Hope things have been going well for you. It's been going well for me. Huh. Yeah, ads are done. Guess what I'm gonna do now? Yeah. Yeah. Hello! Wanted to ask about snails because of the shells, but then remember their signature lack of spines, which sounds like a real deal breaker. The thing, not having a skeleton is bad, but then having a hard shell, which is... But the thing is that then that begs the question, what are shells made out of? They are hard rock, I believe. Thank you. It's appreciated. I worked a whole week on that. Hands, they appear sometimes, and sometimes they don't. I'm still working on this feature, bear with me. It's a work in progress, but this is the baseline. This is what we're working with now. I am done with the rebrands, I'm done with the models, I'm done with the temporary models. This is the main model, this is what I will advertise, this is me now. This is who I be. Not ready to throw hands? Yes, I can actually showcase this thing for you for a second or two. Look! Oh! Wait, hold on. Ah, there we go. I can have a little pose, but yes. Here it is in its full glory. It's me! Ah! Thank you! I very much love how it turned out. I love the fact that I got the glow working, the fact that I got the lava lamp to work, the fact that the faces look good. The fact that it's expressive even though it's a line, the fact that I got to have a face and bones at the same time, it's everything I wanted, and now I get to work with this from now on. Hello. 3D! I am 3D! I could have this as a redeem where I just spin around like a numpty. Okay, where were we? Bowenthius! When to move it like that, it looks like a hump. My lovely lady humps. Check them out. Right. Presentation. Right. Minimize, maximize. Where were we? Who are we? Where are we? Music. Get the music up. What is reality? Wrong thing. Scuff. You have no idea the scuff I had to experience at the beginning of this. The trailer was playing without the music, and the music is a bit integral. It's instrumental orchestral remix of Linkin Park's In the End. It's a bit important to me because I always wanted to have a cinematic AMV, and now I get to fulfill yet another childhood dream. There's so many beautiful things that I spoke of that I feel bad for reiterating for the people that have been here since... Wow, I've been streaming for 2 hours now. So yeah, Skelepathy tier list. Very good conductor. Legendary amplifier. Beautiful. Where else are we in the presentation? Need to minimize 50 million other things. Right. The lore. Oh yeah. So BoDT was short for Bowenthius Dijkstromor Transformed, and then I realized the Bowenthius is free as a username, so I decided to take that. That's the rebrand. It's much more legible, it's much more readable, it's cool, it's unique, it's original, and I'm Bowenthius now. Hello. Nice to meet you. So yeah, but I am done with renaming, I am done with rebranding, I am done with models. I'm just going to add things. I'm going to add... Oh yeah, this is actually a great segue. So, goals! Here are the games I want to play. So, you've got Elden Ring, which is very nice considering the theme of this model. Shadow of the Erdtree, I've wanted to play it ever since it came out, but I haven't had the opportunity. But now I have the opportunity, so gonna start Elden Ring from scratch. I've already played Elden Ring before, but I've never touched Shadow of the Erdtree. So I'm gonna get back up to speed with a new character with a big old sword, and I'm gonna do Shadow of the Erdtree. Erdtree of the Shadow, eventually. And then we got Inscription, which I've never played. Mouthwashing, which I've had in my wish list since around May. And then it came out and everybody's playing it, and now I feel like I'm ripping off other people's trends, but oh well, I still want to play Mouthwashing. This is the other game that was advertised by Mike Klubnica, the creator of Buckshot Roulette, which I've played, but today they're coming out with a multiplayer update. So when I finish the presentation, I'm going to check if they... I'm either going to play the beta, or if the update's out, just going to play Buckshot Roulette. And same thing with Slay the Princess. I've played Slay the Princess for its entirety, but they came out with the pristine cut the other day, which increases the game size by 33%. So I want to see all the new stuff they added. Buckshots with the homies, absolutely. So I've got this one, and Pacific Drive I've never touched. One Shot was recommended to me when I played Outer Wilds, is another story-driven game, so I'm absolutely keen to check that out. So there's a lot of games on the horizon, so if you want to witness me play any and all of these beautiful things, feel free to do so, because I'm going to be doing it in the future! Oh yeah, I forgot I turned off my hands. Let me turn back my hands. Damn it! Been yapping so much my liver hurts. Come on! No! I am trapped in this handless prison! Hands! Yes, there we go. Again, temporary measures. Buckshot is great. Watch a few multiplayer vids. Yeah, absolutely. I absolutely want to play Buckshot multiplayer. Oh, that'd actually be a great idea for a collaboration, perhaps. Oh, I just realized if I was better at organizing things... Well, actually, no, never mind. Because the update still hasn't come out. But it would have been a great collab idea for this debut to play Buckshot Roulette multiplayer with people. But, you know, it's still on the table. Could do it eventually soon, maybe. Oh, I'm running out of breath. Anyway, here's the games in the future. So, I also had a roadmap, a VTuber roadmap, to showcase all the things that I wanted to work on and do in the foreseeable 5 years future. So, 4 months later, I debuted on the 19th of June, and now I'm re-debuting again with my cool new model. Let's see where we are. Model a ram skull styled in low-poly PS1 graphics using Blockbench. Did that. Rig and use it as a VTuber avatar. Did that. Model a medieval armor-clad body with the same PSX aesthetic. I mean, I don't know about PSX, but it certainly got pixels in there. You can see the pixels if you zoom in far enough. So, good enough, I reckon. Well, the thing about planning is that they don't need to be rigid. They can be adapted to your needs. Yeah. Jiggle! Jiggle my pouches, jiggle, yes. Right, where were I? Where were I? Were I here? So, medieval clad body, done. Combine both into my official VTuber model. Yes, there we go, we're done. PSX person sexy extreme. Oh, thank you. You are a good egg, and I'm so glad to be back. I missed streaming so much. It was like I was in a cave working on Blender and other various things on Unity, on Blender. Vinyan is a thing that I use now. I now have Vinyan. Gone are the days of VC Face. I now use Vinyan by vtuberen. If I can shout them out. If I am I spelling that correctly? Let's see here. So I'm using Mix It Up, and I am using Vinyan by vtuberen, which is a free thing that they made for VTubers as a VTuber, and it is a beautiful program. I can... There it is, okay. So, put that in there. Put that in there, and then and then do one of those. Beautiful vtuberen who made Vinyan. It's a beautiful program made by VTubers for VTubers, and I'm now using that as my primary software, and it's gonna have a lot of stuff in it, like throwing things at me, yeeting me, and all the stuff. But I need to work on that eventually. I ran out of time because I spend most of the time rigging the model. So eventually you'll see me holding a funny gun. You'll see me holding a gun. You'll see my fingers get better. You'll see my facial tracking get better. You see, you'll see it all improve. So we're up to here. So I think in 4 months that's pretty good, considering I left the entirety of 2024 for this one. So for the next 5 years, pretty good. So what have we got next? Create chat redeems, googly eyes, jaw drop, angry eyebrows. That is on the horizon. I will make those eventually. Same thing with emotes. Saying like, we are now entering the asset phase of the Bowenthius channel, of the Bowenthius brand. Where I shall the fingers, hands, buttons. Where I shall create chat redeems and all the beautiful stuff. Twitch acid gaps. So this is gonna be my next phase where I fill all the acid gaps. Then I have some. I did make Scion sigils, so I've kind of started doing that. Then emotes, figure out commissions, figure out how to monetize things properly. Marketing. I'm very bad at marketing. I'm gonna have to figure that out. I need to work on that. I need to do that. So Itch.io, VGen, future models, hosting, creating, modeling, all that good stuff. So all of this is subject to change, but this is what I want to do. This is still what I want to do. This is the exact same presentation I gave on the 19th of June. And I think it's very interesting to see where I am. So being able to do 4 things already is pretty good, I'd say. So I'm doing good time. I plan to be a VTuber for a very long time because I love doing this. I love being a theater child, as I was described. I love yapping, and this is the greatest medium to do that, and I get to do it with a cool model. It basically fulfills everything that I want to do. I voice act by yapping. I show off how cool I am at modeling by having a VTuber model. It's every creative. Like, I'm gonna make the hole that I live in is a liminal space king of yapping. Absolutely. Tilt. Get down there. I got right. The hole that I came out of is a liminal space, so the potential is basically infinite. So I'm gonna be making a castle in there. I already got a bunch of contractors to hollow out a bunch of bits and build stone, and you saw that in the cinematic trailer, the castle bits raising up. That was a lot of pulleys and a lot of intricate systems. I had to hire a lot of engineers to get all that working. But I'm basically going to be making castle interiors in liminal spaces. Imagine the back rooms, except instead of drab greenish lime wallpapers, it's going to be stone. It's going to be stone! Where was I? So that I'm gonna be doing level design as well. So VTubing allows me to basically do everything I want to do. Every single one of these is covered in one way or another under VTubing. This is my VTuber model. This is my desire to have a castle. This all covered all of it, actually. And then V voice acting isn't showcased here, but you know, I'm speaking to you using this beautiful voice of mine that I like to over-exaggerate every now and then. So it ticks all the boxes. So I love VTubing and I want to do it for as long as possible because this is the hobby for me. My undiagnosed ADHD, autism-addled mind loves it. I actually recently discovered that in my childhood I used to be afflicted by something that wasn't officially diagnosed as a thing until 2013 called ARFID. Which is like an eating disorder because of autism amplification of senses. It's horrible. It's a horrible thing. But anyway, autism. But yes. Also, speaking of this beautiful roadmap that I made, I also did collab with other streamers. Beautiful telepathic moose. Is a beautiful creator that I got to collab with on multiple occasions. I've been on their channel, they've been on my channel. It's a beautiful time, so I've technically done the collab with other streamer thing. VTuber model editions will be done. I will have a gun. The other hand, there we go. I will have a gun. I promise. Someday. Why a gun? Because I want one. The entirety of this channel is because I want it. And then you got emotes. I have to figure out whether or not to commission a person or make them myself. Probably going to commission a person because I've got a few people already lined up that I would love to see, but I need to pay money. So yes, that's what I'll be doing. If you like this, feel free to stick around to witness me do all of these things in the totality of time. Where are you, Mr. Music? Give me music. Give me other music. Iron Bacon, good music. So what else have we got? Honestly, I think that's everything. Did I miss anything? Tier list done. The goals are done. Summary. In summary, I have a model now and I can resume streaming. Honestly think that's everything, so I think I'm just gonna go to Buckshotty Town. Yeah. I don't know what else we got going on here. Probably should have planned a bit more, but ultimately it is what it is. Yeah, I'm blanking right now. I can't think of anything else. If you have any questions, this is the AMA portion of this. If you want me to showcase the model again, and if you have any questions or things, ask me anything. As you can tell, I love yapping about myself. So if you need yap topics, feel free to pose them and I shall answer your deepest, darkest wishes. Deepest, darkest, most beautiful wishes. Otherwise, I'm gonna get to launching buckshot roulette now. Yes. I'm doing things. Put that in there. There you go. There. Another thing that I want to do, in case you are one of the OGs, you remember I had a asset graphic over the screen that minimized the amount of the size of the game. And I want to do away with that for the 1.0 and moving forward because I just want to have more screen. Just having a hood seemed very cluttered and weird, so I'm trying this new thing out. Maybe I'll go back to the thing, but the point is, this is what we got going on now. Let me change to Buckshot Roulette, and I can play that for about an hour, and then we can call it a day, perhaps. Honestly, overlay dislike them, but it's fine if people have them. It's an acquired taste, and I acquired it because I am a big believer of showcasing the entire hood of the game, the entire UI, because most of the time when people stream full screen, their model hides important parts of the UI, or at least things that I'd like to be privy of. And that's the reason why I went in with the overlay. That's the word, the overlay. But I honestly don't know what kind of convinced me that having an overlay is kind of more detrimental. And besides, now I'm 3D, I can fully move around like a madman, so if I choose to, I can go like over here, and now we can be... I can put the... There we go. Literally go anywhere. Bah. So yeah, it's still maybe on the ropes about that, but because I want all the new assets, well, the overlay is a border, not the model. The model is blocking things, just comes with the job. Yeah, it's certainly a thing that you'd have to consider the bonuses and the minuses, but for now I'm gonna stick with this. Did I don't think I did. Stream info updated. Hopefully the thing changed now to Buckshot Funny Time. I was gonna say, oh yeah. Like I said, I ran out of time because I spent 2 weeks making the model and rigging it, and then the following 1 week doing the trailer and all the marketing stuff, and then I ran out of time to actually dedicate to the stream part of this VTuber thing. So I didn't have enough time to properly work with Mix It Up, so it's gonna be a work in progress, but this is the starting line. This is where we begin. Everything before was trial and error and testing. Now we're playing for real. Now we're doing the thing for realsies. As Bowenthius, the Bone Wizard. Hear the crackle in my jaw. Now we're streaming for real. Hello, Rev. Welcome in. Thank you for stopping by. 'Tis I, the Bodhi T, the Bowenthius, the man of the hour, the Tower of Power. Oh yeah, that actually reminds me. The original model, the temporary model, the 0.69, was called Rambones. And now this model is called Bowen XLR, as a reference to Megas XLR. In case you know what Megas XLR is, that's good. You get the reference. Yay! I loved Megas XLR back in the day. Right. Game. I think everything should be all well and dandy. If only... Is that you? You look amazing. Thank you. It is me. It is indeed me. It's all of me. Gaze upon the totality that is my being. Like I said earlier, I realized that I can use the left side of my face more than the right, so synchronization is gonna be weird. But yes, 'tis I. The full man in the flesh. Or should I say in the decaying corpse that is attached to a ram skull that I filed down into this face. Oh. My face when the thing in the game happens. Yes, 'tis I. Experience the full glory of me at my prime. This is my apotheosis. Actually, you being here gave me a lovely excuse. Every time I see that, I get goosebumps. This is me. This is finally me. Should have held off on Gator. Could have seen this full motion then. I mean, you say that, but I've actually been curious, and I've looked up the whole story, and I think in the future we might see Snoot Game on this channel. So, you may have not gotten to experience Gator in my full glory. I'm just briefly back just to say you fit nearly into the game. Neatly into the game. You look like you're part of it. Welcome back, and thank you. That is very much appreciated. And yes, Rev, I did make that. I spent a week making that in Blender. My computer did not rest. I had it on constantly, rendering images. Every single one of the frames in that was rendered in a 30-second interval by Blender using both my CPU and graphics card. I had to learn Blender! It turns out that animating in Blender isn't very hard, but I don't want to start talking about the faults. But yes, I wanted to have a really cool trailer. With the instrumental orchestral version of Linkin Park in the background in the end. And I did, and now I have it, and now it's mine. Another childhood dream has been fulfilled, and now I am here as Bowenthius the Bone Wizard. This is the Blender model? Yes. This is... I learned how to model with Blockbench, then I made this model in Blockbench, which is a Minecraft Minecraft modding tool, and because it's basically modeling software, and I didn't want Blender because Blender is scary, I made this in Blender, and then I used Blender to rig it, to do all the blend shapes, and basically I softly learned how to use Blender, and now I'm here. And now I'm basically going to be working with Blender from now on, essentially, kind of, sort of, maybe. I might go back to Blockbench. Blockbench is the comfort food. Blender is the trial by fire. Better than Unity. Oh, Unity is an absolute nightmare. I despise Unity. I had to go back to a 2019 version just to get this to work with Poyomi shaders. The thing that is making the lava lamp glow and all that. It's horrible. I'm so happy you're getting childhood goals achieved. I'm happy too. Like, this is basically a shrine to everything I wanted to do as a little wee boy, and now I'm finally getting to do it. I'm living the dream, essentially. I'm living out my edgy teenage dream. And I love it. Let's see. No, yeah. And eventually this hand tracking will get better. But for now, you're gonna have to be content with minimal hand tracking, because it's a bit on the side. I do have hand tracking, but it is shelved for the time being until I can figure out how to do it better. Yes. Bah. 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 Right, where were we? Game! Yes! I have hands! They track. Yeah. Maybe sometimes. There. They track and they do things, but it's a bit messed up because I use the hands of a base model, and I don't know what I did wrong, but my pinky finger is kind of dying. This is the black magic of Blender rigging plus Unity, and also did you notice my pouches, my little pouches, they jiggle. I can't have big, luscious vtuber boobalas, but I have bandolier pouches. Right. Where was I? Okay. Right. I really need to figure out... is it better to, like, be looking like this? This is me in the game. Like, Rit was actually right. I look exactly like I fit in the game right now, with the shadows and everything. Like, this is me. This is me getting in the gauntlet. The pouch jiggle. I have a lot of jiggles, you see. All the jiggles. But anyway, yes. With the lighting the way it is, this is actually a perfect screenshot. I think I'm gonna use this for a thumbnail, maybe. But I need to figure out what kind of... Because I'm fully three-dimensional, I need to figure out how to pose myself. Should I be looking directly at you? full body would have been great. Could kick the door yourself. Oh yeah, I could do an animation where I just walk up and kick the door down. Oh, that would have been awesome. Yeah. So I need to figure out, should I be staring at you the whole time? Should I be... I don't know. But I guess I'll do like this. I'll do like this for now. Back of the head center, take those buckshots straight to the face. Oh yeah, I could be like this. I could be like this when the thing shows up. Right, reset the track. Excuse me. Right, let's actually let's play the game. Love have you gone from making your own icon to full 3D hand capture model? It's quite a jump, isn't it? It's quite the leap. I made a funny ram skull one day, and then the next day I have a fully fledged 3D model that most people would pay thousands of dollars for, and I made this all myself for free. For the low price of Blender is free to download and use however you see fit. It's called progress, and we progress in this game. What was this again? May impair your ability to drive. I forgot what this did. I'm just gonna... Oh yeah, it's endless mode. All right. Wait, so is it double or nah? I'm just gonna start off like a regular casual man. Let's see. Please sign the waiver. Sure, buddy, sure. See, I love the new name because I can be Bo, I can be Bowen, I can be Bowenthius, and everybody can actually read it now. Nobody's gonna call me Bodiva no more. I love it. Ah. All right, he's giving me the he's giving me the tutorial right now. I should have clicked on endless mode. Can I kill myself? There we go. These are real streamer hours right now. There we go. I'm at the table. This actually looks like I have the thing. Oh my god, that's amazing. What happens if I shoot my... Oh, I wanted to kill myself and the game didn't allow me. Bowenthius is the 3 stages of how far you want to feel like it's... Oh, I love this. Did I mention that I love this yet? Oh, I'm finally free. I'm finally free to be me. This is me. I'm a little guy on the table. Oh, I'm having too much fun with this. But yeah. I'm just playing the game and then you fucking... Yeah, what was I... Forgot what I was doing. Oh yeah, Bo. The thing is that I wanted to be called Bo for the like Bodhi T for the Bodhitva thing, but nobody ever called me Bo. Everybody called me Bodhi or Bodiwa or Bodit. Bodit especially. I did not like Bodhi TVA was not very legible because people they read the whole thing, they don't understand syllables. Syllables do not exist. You either say the whole thing at once. So I made a name that is the whole thing at once. I am Bowenthius, son of Bowenthius. So Bowen is a city in Australia. So hopefully that's way better pronounced. And if you can't pronounce Bowen, you can pronounce Bo. Blender is indeed beautiful, but also Vinyan by Suvidriel helps immensely as well. But yes, this is me now. This is my life. Right, let's get to actually playing the damn thing, shall we? I love... Like, 3-dimensional models, like, you could never do this shit in 2D. Bo is absolute... Like, that is what I want. Bo is what I want. From Bo Burnham. Like, absolutely, Bo. My friends call me Bo. So it is 100% okay. And encouraged and wanted. But ultimately, I am fine with any way. Like, you can literally call me whatever you like. I do not mind anymore. I used to be very, what's the word? I used to be very, anal, for lack of a better term, about what I was called, because Bone Daddy. Absolutely, call me Bone Daddy. I am your Bone Father. Let me christen my Bone Fatherhood. What do skeletons do when they are bored? They hum a skeleton. So yes, I am the Marrow Father. But yeah, I used to be anal because I was going through another rebrand, and I was like, call me Bodhi, that's my brand name. Call me by my brand name. But I realized that brand name was exceedingly difficult. Oh yeah, it's absolutely skeleton puns. The only original gangster is remember the Dark Age of Flash. I actually had a bunch of friends come over to the stream and call me Flash, and I'm Bodhi T now. But now I realize that people remember you and recognize you as different things, and it's not fair for you to hold it against them. So whatever you know me as, you can call me as that. I genuinely no longer mind, because I have changed my ways. Because I realize that my naming conventions kind of suck. I'm not good with names. Saying them, remembering them, and having them. So I'm going with Bowenthius now, and new people will see me as Bowenthius, but if you know me as something else, then go ahead and call me that. I do not mind. I have reached a new point in my life where I am whatever you want me to be in terms of naming convention. Right. So can I kill myself? Thank you. Alright, let's go get the pills back, shall we? The age of Flash. Funnily enough, I realized this. Maybe with some caveats, Daddy. But the thing is that Bowenthius is actually a combination of Bodhi T and Flashius. Because originally, even though it's spelled like hootenanny nonsense, zeros and leet speak, it was supposed to be pronounced Flashius. So I really love the EOS sound effects, so Darius, Xanthius, Bowenthius, and I really love that. Like, what's Boeticus, I believe, is a historical figure from the Roman Empire. But my point is the Theus thing and the EOS is something that I very much appreciated. So essentially my new name is taking the Flash out, replacing it with Bowen, and there you go, you have Bowenthius now. Spelled normally! Like, it's just capital letter B, and then the rest of the thing, and that's my name now. And that's who I am, and that's who I will be going forward for the next 5 years. I can guarantee you, 5 years of Bowenthius, calling it now. I don't care. 5 years. 5 years Bowenthius. Now we're doing it. 5 years hashtag Bowenthius. At Bowenthius. Doing it now. Doing it live. 100 years. Well, okay, not 100 years because I can't live that long. I've already lived 4 years, and I have no idea how long I have left. But by that logic, I can't guarantee 5 years either. But for as long as I can, I will be Bowenthius. And I will eat pills. Ooh. Let's get it done. Hopefully audio's all good and such. Bah. Hey there, buddy. See, already... Ugh. Oh, I got a stitch. That's unfortunate. Mate, I still remember when you went by Flash and you would highlight your message saying if you were going for food, and I would highlight something that I have a good meal. Times! Isn't it amazing how things change at the passage of time? Oh, those were different times back then. I was a different person, and now I'm this person. I hope that this person that I am now is better than the person I was before. I made a lot of mistakes. But Life is built on mistakes. We... Success is not built on success. And mistakes are basically the way you reach your goal. Feels like not that long ago, but it was a while now. Indeed, it has been. It has been quite some time. And time shall continue to pass, but I shall pass it comfortable in this new form, in this new identity, in this new world that I am trying to build for myself. On twitch.tv/Bowenthius. Here we are. Here is what we are now. What we were in the past is no longer. What we are now is what counts. The future is undecided. Who we are now makes what the future is the future is. Yes, good. I lost I lost my train of thought there. I was gonna say something profound, but then I lost the script. Yes. I had to go through a lot of learning, a lot of training, a lot of emotional understanding before I became who I am now, and you will too, and you will grow, and you will be better tomorrow than you were today, as long as you accept that you must work on thyself. You cannot change others. You can only change yourself. Bah. You've been doing amazing already, way ahead in achieving goals. Thank you, I try my best. And I've been extremely happy with what I've been doing so far. It does get draining at times because social media is evil and it manipulates me and it makes me very sad. Also, I completely ignored. I've been yapping at chat, I completely forgot the amount of shells that are in this gun. I'm not gonna be living long, but let's try it. I can't wait to continue this journey. It's been absolutely delightful. Yeah. Should I actually just have the model in the middle? Yeah. Oh god, you got to see in my cranium there for a second. There we go. Right. Oh, I forgot how many shells there. I'm just gonna completely wing it. 5th shell blank, okay. I'm gonna shoot myself again. Ah. I have no idea what's going on. I'm gonna shoot him. Ah, I shot him. Did you see him get shot? It was beautiful. You silly little goober. Oh god, he's eating. Oh, you can't see half the screen like this. Oh. Oh, and he lost more health. Did you see that? He pulled out a bad shell. Oh. Going to head out. May luck be on your side. Thank you, Twerp. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you for your continued support. It brought joy to my face to see your name pop up again so soon during my first stream. After last stream I streamed was on the 7th or 9th or something like that. I haven't streamed in over 3 weeks, so thank you very much for your support, and I'll see you later. Take care. Ah. I am unwell. Right. Oh yeah, he keeps shooting himself. I have no idea what... I'm just gonna... Yep. Somehow, without paying any attention to this game, I am absolutely... This is the actual power of luck. Twerp has blessed me. And now I actually get to pay attention to the game and see what the bullets are. 3 live, 4 blank, okay. So there is a higher percentage chance for me to pull out a blank if I shoot myself right now. But instead of doing... Oh god, he has a lot of steely wheelies. Oh, he has... Ooh. Right, okay. Well, if there's a higher chance for that, might as well pop a big one. Actually, I just realized that was a complete waste of time. But, yep, alright. So, the way this works now is I do this. Wait, last time I was here, you were aiming for affiliate too? Yes! I am affiliate. I am affiliated with the Purple Twitch program. You want to see me affiliate this guy's face with a buckshot full of lead? Oh, thank you for to subscribe. It's very much appreciated. I don't have any notifications and bells and whistles, unfortunately, because I turned them off to use Mix It Up. So it's all bare bones, but bear with me, that's the word. Bear with me. But yeah, thank you very much for subscribing. That is very much appreciated. I love the fact that what I do is fun and entertaining enough to actually be supported by real people such as you, Rev the Temp. Thank you. It makes me feel like I'm doing things right for a change. And that's what life is about. Doing all the wrong things until you get the one thing right. Well, I guess I'm just gonna shoot myself now. Boom. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. And that is an entire round gone. And let's see what we've got cooking over here. It's awesome what you've done with your channel. Thank you. I value aesthetics very much, very highly. And the fact that being a streamer allows you to customize literally absolutely every single aspect, from what you do to how you present it to just literally everything. It is the ultimate customization, and I love being custom. So just being a VTuber, having a model, all of that is just an avenue for me to express my attention hyperactive, what was it called? Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. I'm not officially diagnosed, but I feel like I probably do have a bit of an inclination here and there. Ugh. Someday I'll figure it out. Right, what am I doing? I am killing. I am a killer. No, I am not a killer. I forgot to look at the bullets again. I am going to be a silly Billy. And what I'm gonna do is this. And yeah, I completely did not pay attention to this. I am going insane. Okay, that's good. Now I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna hope for the best. This is how real gamers play. Instead of paying attention to the bullets, you pay attention to chat. And then you just do random things and hope that they work out. This is how I play this game. This is how I roulette my buckshots. Let's see if it worked out for us. And that is why life is inherently unfair. That right there. I did not pay attention to this game in any way, shape, or form. I gambled. And I just kicked this man's ass. Fuck. It's like karma is showing me, no. You don't get to do that. And now he gets to restore his everything. This is a very good introduction to Buckshot Roulette if you've never played Buckshot Roulette. I am completely glazing through everything that you need to know in order to understand this game in favor of yapping, because I love yapping. That was badass though. Thank you. Oh shit, I'm gonna... Can I... You just reminded me that I have a quick action button to clip that. I don't know if it actually clipped anything, but I clicked it. Hopefully it bookmarked the thing. I need clips. I need clips. I need... The clips are a source of advertisement revenue, and I need to make those. I need to figure out how to make those. It's just... Well, what time is it? 2 hours and 53 minutes. I'll just remember that. Right. Oh yeah, you enjoy the shiny founder badge. You found me, Rev the Temp. Congratulations. Ah, I completely forgot to pay attention again. Die. I believe he's not... Oh no, he's gonna shoot me now. Or he's gonna shoot himself and save me the trouble. Nope. Shine! We have the bot thingy so we can clip. I am writing that down as we speak. I will add that. Like, this is a brand new VTuber with a brand new set of things, so I have no idea what that is, but I will put it in there. Exclamation mark clip. I have Mix It Up, and I am absolutely sure that Mix It Up will allow me to do things in that regard. Let's see. Does this do anything? No, it does nothing. My point is that I do not have a clip feature, but I will. I will figure out what that is, and I will put it in there, so to make it easier for people to do things. I can nod my head now! I have a head to nod! Oh, I love today. Today is a beautiful day. I will have so many things. I just need to get around to them. Like I said, I spend all my time marketing and all that. So, right. Give me the phone. Third shell blank. Okay, so that gives me a 50-50. Let's play the 50-50. Yeah. Die. That's how you do. Have to eat something and walk the dog. Glad I stumbled onto your debut. We'll drop by again now and then. Thank you for stopping by, Matisman. I mean, Matt. Sorry. Thank you for stopping by, Matt. Take care, and I hope you have a pleasant dog walkery. I like whenever like that's the thing I need to admit. Whenever I see your name, I always in my head it always goes Matisman. Because I really love, like, Scissorman. Ever since JonTron played Clock Tower and kept referring to the enemy in that game as Scissorman! Scissorman! I every single name I see that ends with men or man, I go Matisman. I can nod my head now is such a clippable moment. Indeedy! Indubitably goobly. Thank you. The thing is that I want to call you by what you want to be called, not by what I find the most. It's weird. It's wanting to conform to the sensibilities of others because I appreciate respect and want to not push the boundaries of others. Is my meaning and why it comes. Where it comes, the who's the bub. So, if you want Matt, if you want Matisman, I'm just gonna do whatever. I'm a crazy boy. I am overstimulated. It's all hell today. I'm very excited. Very excited because I finally get to be who I've wanted to be, and I forgot to look at the bullets again. Shit. Well, buddy, I'd hate to tell you, but I'm just gonna smoke a celebratory cigarette. Now I'm gonna beat your ass. Shine! Beautiful. Death stands upon them. And now I am cuffed. Boy, gonna do whatever the hell he wants to me. It is possible that he's gonna get 3 hits on me now. And I might perish. But that is the game. That is ultimately the game. Bada bing. Bada show me what you've got. Oh, it's always very interesting. I wonder if in the multiplayer update you'll be able to customize your avatar, because I've seen multiple avatars, or is it randomly assigned? I am very excited to see what this game has to offer. Oh, he stole my magnifying glass, which means he didn't do 2 damage to me. How delightful. He's gonna do 2 damage to me. Well, 1 damage now, but still. Better than 3, which is what I was originally broadcasting that was going to happen. Alright. You've got your licks in. Yes, 31st of October, which is today, which is Halloween. Happy Halloween, by the way. Can you tell my model is themed Halloweeny because I'm a scary man? He has alpha for the multiplayer update, and he's going to be releasing. Mike Klubnicka, the creator of Buckshot Roulette, is going to be releasing the multiplayer update today, probably at 3 a.m. my time. Europeans get shagged when it comes to updates from American games. But the point is that starting the 1st of November, there is most likely going to be a multiplayer aspect to this game, which is why I wanted to play it. But the multiplayer update's not out. Blech. Halloween is a beautiful time, isn't it? Yes. Because the thing is that for me, now that I have this face... Halloween is gonna happen 360 whatever, how many days is there? 360? I don't know. 360 something days in a year, because I am a spooky man with a deep and gravelly voice that I egg on because I'm a theater child. Child of the theater. I want to make the smiling more sensitive, but at the same time when I do my yeah, I don't want it to smile. I don't know. We'll figure out the blend shape sensitivity later on. And this is called completely randomly guessing. Die. Fuck. Oh well. Russian roulette with mate sounds like a great time. Absolutely, which is why this is going to be a great collab thing. But I wish that I realized that sooner so I could organize it, because I haven't organized anything. I haven't reached out to my people. Or, in this case, person. Right. I am completely ad-libbing this game. And people are usually very serious about counting shells and all that, but I am not paying attention to that at all. And it's amazing that I'm doing so well, even if that is a fact. Now, the problem here is... statistically... Okay, good. Statistics are on my side. Right. What is this gonna tell me? Third shell blank. Okay, so that makes it... The next shell is extremely likely to be death, therefore... Here you go, good sir. Death. Well, this is the end of this one. Oh, really? Yeah, this is... The phone is new? The phone's been there for a while, but the phone... basically gives you one of the shells in the order, so if you are really good at counting shells, the phone helps you exponentially. The problem is that I now die. This is now my death. This is now me perishing. This is now this man shooting me. Bah! Oh. Oh shit, I forgot about ads. Shit. Oops. Oopsie doodles. Be right back. love how it tells me that ads are done when it says that ads have 8 seconds remaining. But yes, I really hate it when I'm listening to a conversation and then an ad happens and then I miss the conversation because I'm bombarded by Twitch advertisements, which is why I've taken measures and means to circumvent that. But other people are not so fortunate and learned, so instead of spreading the good word of programs, I instead try to incorporate it in my schedule, so I have ads for 3 minutes every 1 hour, so I can take a break and stretch and hydrate and do all that and have something running in the background for the people who are subscribed to play around, so they don't miss any of the epic, incredible action, such as me not living and dying in, I don't know, game good. We continue. A good way to do that. Thank you. I ripped it off from other VTubers. Oh, okay. Oh wait, no, oh wait, that's the wrong one. Oops. Shout out to Corey. I forgot that on Twitch your name is just Corey. But I literally asked her how to do ads back when I was starting out, and she told me this is how she does it, so this is how I do it. Corey is the channel I wanted to shout out, but her full thing is Kingpin Corey. I guess she took that. Batted words on stream, it's kind of 1 a.m. That is unfortunate. But I'm glad that you managed to stop by. For me, it's 3 p.m. I will try from now on to stream at these times, and if you want to keep up and all that good stuff, I do have a Discord that I will be putting schedules and all that good stuff in. Otherwise, Blue Sky and all that good shit. What was I doing? Oh yeah, game. Video game. Right. Take the funny gaga pills. And let's get her done. Are you afraid yet? Be you afraid? Kinda? Do you afraid? That's what the phrase was. From Team 4-Star Dragon Ball Z Abridged Kai. Kai Abridged, episode 3. Do you afraid? Kinda? Right. Show me what you've got, funny demon man who apparently took God's soul? I don't. The lore is esoteric, which is how I like it, because my lore is, well, I mean, my lore is, well, it's a very simple premise that is shrouded in a lot of mystery and superstition. So the basic premise is I came out of a hole, but there is so much under the surface. So much under the surface. This is a great game to juxtapose the attention I'm paying to chat and the attention I'm paying to the game. I'll drop by and chat before sleeping. We'll probably fall asleep midstream though. That's okay. I fully appreciate the fact that you're even here at all. So thank you. And also the subscribing, can't forget that. Very nice of you to do so. Very much appreciated, Rev. Die. Fuck. Oh, no, no, no good, actually. So now it's a 50-50 again. So if he shoots me now, yay! We both suck at this game. Alright, well, I am going to use the stones to destroy the stones. I don't want you to have any healing items of any derelict description, good sir. Therefore, I shall smoke this in front of you at full health, gaining absolutely nothing, but taking it with for you is, yes, die. Of course it would be here. I've been excited to see what we've been working on for ages now. Yes, and here it is. Here is the culmination of my work. It's this. Hold on, where's the hands? Get the hands out. It's this. This, I've been working on this. This guy. With the funny fingers, with the funny noodle fingers. Yes, this is me now. This is who I am, and this is where we'll be going forward. No. Oh, right, where was I? Hand time. Oh, I just realized I should just make it a redeem where you redeem hands and I just have funny hands going. Oh, you just gave me an idea. That's a new redeem that's gonna happen. I forgot to look at the bullets, so we're going wild again. So it temporarily enables my hands, so I can run around like a ninny, like this. Contributions are everywhere. Your input and your presence shapes the very foundation of these streams. Oh god, I'm going crazy. Ah. Right. Let's get back to business. To defeat the Huns. Alright. Oh, right. This guy's gonna kill me. And I don't like that. Well, that's okay. I wasn't paying attention to the bullets, so I have no idea what to do, so I'm gonna do this. Fuck. Well. Cowabunga, dudes. He's gonna have 1,000,000 shells now, and he is going to fill them strictly up my funny rear. Oh, maybe he's gonna die. Oh. Oh, of course he heals. Get it done, big boy. All right. Oh, I love it. I love the bullets. I love the lead. Luckily, I have a vest. I have a metal vest for this explicit purpose. I have no idea what to do in this case. Because I have no idea what the order is, because I didn't pay attention. So I'm just gonna go for maximum violence. Die! Fuck. Well. It's my turn, it's blanks. It's his turn, it's live rounds. And that's this game. Oh, and okay. When in doubt, aim away from the face. Very useful gun control. Yes. Aim at the enemy. Finally. Finally. Alright, now I promise I'll pay attention, game. After he shoots himself. Loser. Alright. Oh, how is this still running? Okay. I'm just gonna do this and hope for the best. Watch this. I'm a genius. That was completely... I've been paying attention to the bullets the whole time. That was not... It's completely expected. Oh... I think that's the best part about gambling, is that because ultimately it is chance at the end of the day, people can just get lucky and the most unskilled idiots can get the most success out of this, and it probably infuriates incredibly, deep-end gamblers. But exactly. But then again, like, true gamblers gamble just for the chance. Like, there's an entire gambling anime that I watched where she is absolutely insane, and she just gambles for the fun of it. Like, there is no logic to her actions. She is pure chaos incarnate. So honestly, the true people that love gambling probably love the way I'm gambling right now. Right. I have no idea what I'm doing, but at the same time, this individual is on 1 health. Therefore... I don't know, I'm just gonna get information, I guess. Second shell blank. Okay, does that mean the first shell is live? Let's find out. This is what is called minimizing the amount of chance. If this is a blank, that's good, because the second one's a blank. That's a blank. Okay. It is, Kakegurui, I think is what it was called. I don't recall. The point is that, second shell blank, meaning this is now a live round, meaning... Perish. Oh, there you go. And that is why my lore is that I have a split personality. I'm two-faced, but my face is one face. Alright, buddy boy, show me what you've got. I'm gonna keep filling it with so much lead, you're gonna look like a tank at the end of this. Are tanks made out of lead? I don't know. I just pull that out my butt. But I have a butt now. You want to see my butt? You want to see my butt? I have a butt now. It's shrouded in darkness. I have an ass now. Boy, I got a butt now. Hey. What are we doing again? I forget. I forgot to check the shells again. Oh well. Hey, look, a live round. Ain't that fun? I got an ass and we'll quit, and you got an ass full of lead. Die. I killed this man time and time again. Oh yeah, that's the second thing I'm gonna make after I make a gun. I'm gonna make a shotgun, because I love shotguns. Shotguns, revolvers, machetes, those are my favorite types of weaponry. I love them. There's a beautiful gun, revolver. I forgot what it was called, but it's from Signalis. If you know that game, it's a beautiful gun. Probably gonna model it. Either that or the revolver from Trigun, Vash the Stampede. Beautiful gun, beautiful, beautiful gun. I'm gonna drink to Vash the Stampede. Be a blank? Yes! Now, the question is... Again, I have no idea what the order is. I explicitly did not pay attention to the order, so this is basically just random actions. I want to do a random action. Perish. Hey, look at that! Oh, I'm a gambler. Can you tell? Wow. Ooh, I'm actually paying attention to this one this time. 3 alive, 3 blank, 50-50. Let's get it done. By drinking. Wait a minute, I just realized this guy's got... This man's on death row. Which means that I just do this. Dude. I just realized the folly of my actions. Oh yeah, I forgot the adrenaline fades, so I need to not be... I forgot that the adrenaline is temporary, so... Die. Fuck. Okay, so now it is a 2-3 in favor of live, which means that if I pull the trigger now, it should be a live round. But do I drink the beer? I'm gonna drink the beer. Was it the live round? Yes, that was the live round. All right, fine. I'm just gonna keep drinking. I'm gonna drink the gambling away. Okay. Where does my luck lead me now? Death for him. Shotgun before beer, you're in the clear. Shotgun before liquor, feel your... I don't know. I lost the plot on that one. What is in the funny chest? What is in here? I don't know. Find out together. What was I doing? Oh yeah. That thing, and that thing, and that thing, and this other thing, and this funny glass of the hour, Tower of Power, Bo is me. Oh, it's 4-3 for black. Ooh. He's got 3 magnifying glasses, and I've got the will to kill. I'm gonna put this guy in jail. I'm gonna give him some handcuffs. Baba Booey. Here. Have a fun little thing. There you go, I bet you enjoy that. Right, now I'm gonna shoot myself in your name. What? Oh yeah, so now it's 3-3 equal chance. So what's the shell count? 3rd shell blank, okay. So that means that this is even more likely to be a not dud. But the question is, do I shoot him? Yeah, let's shoot him. Harry. Hey, perished. Right, so this means that this is now the third shell, which is... Wait. I forget. Does the phone give you the full pattern, or does it give you as the thing is loaded? Does that mean that this is now the third shell, or does that mean that this... Let's find out. It said blank, right? So this should be a blank. Yep, it's a blank. I'm just gonna shoot this man. May have wasted all of my tools, but, you know, this is a game of gambling. Die! I'm a man of many voices, you see. I bet you don't know what that means, Mr. Dealer. Oh god, please take damage, please take... Aww! Disgusting! All my hard work undone in a matter of seconds. It is an allegory for the greater misfortunes of life. You do so much, then in a moment, it's all snuffed away. Oh! Oh! I got shot in the face just now. Did you see? I hope you saw, because I felt it. I have no idea what to do, so I'm gonna drink. I'm a child, I'm a mother, I'm a sinner, I'm a lover, I'm an idiot. Oh well. That's what happens when you try to be a funny man rather than actually play the game. But I don't want to just be quiet. This is the yap stream. I yap. This is what I do. This is my thing. I forgot. Was it 3-3? I'm gonna go on the assumption that it's 3-3. I'm gonna eat some classic adult meal. Oh yeah, there's an achievement in this game where if you drink a beer and... if you drink a cigarette and smoke a beer, you get an achievement, I think. Classic Balkan breakfast, I believe is what it was called. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm slightly fading to sleep, sorry matey. That's okay. Sleep is good. I've very much would enjoy you sleeping a good sleep, so if you fall asleep, good sleep, night sleep do. I will continue shooting things. The thing is that I'm actually going to end stream pretty soon after I perish here. I've done the presentation, I've done the debut, so I'm going to be raiding into a new friend. So I'm going to be wrapping up things pretty soon. Speaking of, where is the disable raids button? I ideally want to finish before the next ad, so I don't run ads, because I hate ads. I don't know if you realize this or not, but I despise ads. Stop raids for 1 hour, that's it. Ad. Stop raids for 1 hour, there we go. Right. So, yeah, I'm gonna be finishing as soon as I am done with this man. Or if this man is done with me, we shall find out in the fullness of time. I completely forgot what I was doing while I was yapping, so I'm just gonna do this. Do that. Let me see if he dies. Hey, look, he dies. If it bleeds, we can kill it. This man doesn't know that I've actually loaded the shotgun with bones, and I'm shooting him with bones at a rate of Halloweens, at a rate of 1 Halloween per hour. He is going to get spooked. Die. Damn. I said, I swear, well, I'll go to hell. Ain't gonna shoot me, I'm gonna die. Oh, mamma mia. I'm gonna have a bad time. Oh my god. Oh no, he's gonna shoot me. Oh, shot me with a gun that had bullets in it. Those bullets, they hurt. Right. When in doubt, shoot yourself. Hell yeah. Just shot myself in the face with a gun. Oh great, now he's gonna shoot me. Shit. Oh damn, now I'm on 1 health. And he's on 4. Careful now. Oh, you telling me. I keep stream open while I snooze to join the raid. Congratulations on your awesome debut. You should be very proud of how much you've done. And I'm excited for the future, Bo. Thank you! Thank you for stopping by, and thank you for showing what I have to offer now that I'm finally in my actual streamer phase, as opposed to the things that I did before, which were still streaming, but albeit a bit experimental, that's the word. So now I have the baseline. But yes. Thank you for stopping by, thank you for subscribing, and thank you for your support. Very much appreciated. We're gonna do great things! Or at least I hope I will, and maybe you'll be there to watch. You are a official Scion now, that's what I call my followers, because Scion is another word for follower. And that's why my Discord is called the Scions of Bowenthius. That's what you are! Alright. Time to unload. Death. And now I should have drank the beer, but I grabbed the shotgun and you can't go back. Oh well. Oh, great. Now he gets to kill me. Shit. Good night, matey. Yeah, Scion. Sounds cool. Absolutely, I love the word. It sounds so cool. So that's what you are now. Scions. Well, that's actually what you've always been. I didn't change my follower name. It's always been Scions. Just now you're in the Scions of Bowenthius instead of the Scions of Bodhi. A drink to rev the temp. I can't wait. There we go. Oh, I've been killed! Oh, what a tragedy! Oh, what a pittance! Oh, dearie me! Oh, well, that's the end of... Oh yeah, it genuine just looks like the background. Oh, that's beautiful. Epic model Bo, glad I could catch you. Hey, Carbon, hello! Oh, thank you for stopping by. I know we live on... You live on the planet and I live on the moon. And we never see each other. The two ships shall never meet. But I appreciate you stopping by. Every time I check out your channel, I'm like, oh my god, that's 1 a.m., that's 3 a.m. Okay. I feel so bad that I can't check you out on streams. Because I realize that having a big follower number does not mean active participants in your social media, and you are an active participant, and I absolutely appreciate you. You're literally one of my first followers, actually. So I absolutely appreciate you. I just wish I could do more for you. So I will just retweet stuff. Well, I will reskeet stuff that you post out, and I hope that will be enough. I very much appreciate you for stopping by. I'm gonna raid out now. Right, where are the hands? Let's get the hands out. Time zones indeed suck. You are a lovely boy, lovely lad. I very much appreciate the things you do. And you're so kind and you're so nice in the content you put out. You're a great, lovely guy. For those who do not know, Carbon_GM is a beautiful robot. Beautiful robot VTuber. Does lovely model things. Great guy, lovely guy. I'm glad he stumbled onto my streams once upon a time, but now we're here. Now I'm here with a full funny body. Hands. Right, raiding people. Who's available for raid? Twitch. Oh yeah. Oh. I do not know. Oh. Oh. Decisions and choices one must make. This is the hardest of the things that one must do. The do. Oh. Hello. This is the hardest part of the stream, figuring out who to raid, because I have a lot of mutuals now over the course of my journey. I need to figure out which ones I want to shove my face into. And, gosh, diddly dang it. Choice paralysis is a thing that I experience when it comes to raiding people, but whatever the case may be, let's go over here. Get intended for mature audiences. Here's your raid message. We are going into Choco Corneco. She is a beautiful chocolate VTuber / artist / modeler of the 3D. She does great stuff. Check out her work. She does commission, she does art, and she's currently playing Crypt of the Necrodancer, which I think is a pretty spooky type of game to get into, so hopefully you'll enjoy her company as much as I enjoyed it myself. Oh no. Oh no, she's... Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Hold on.